All right, so this is Awakening Plaza. It's the biggest day of the year, where everyone finds out what kind of powers they'll get. The whole city's turned out for the ceremony. They're calling people up one by one to touch the Awakening Stele. Our story starts with these two, making their way through the massive crowd. And of course, you've always got guys like this. Meet Feng Yang. He and his crew are just here to look down on anyone who doesn't awaken a combat-type ability. Yeah, real charming guys. In their world, if you can't fight, you're basically worthless. Meanwhile, another group is checking out the monument, and something on it really catches their eye, leaving one of them completely shocked. Okay, back to Feng Yang's crew. One of his guys is getting aggressive, trying to block someone's path. Clearly, they think they own the place, but the guy they're trying to intimidate isn't having it. He's just trying to get to his turn at the stele. And just like that, he walks right past them. Feng Yang and his boy are left completely stunned. Nobody just ignores them. Feng Yang suddenly realizes who he is. His friend wonders if he's some rich kid, but it's clearly more complicated than that. Young Master? That title definitely means something around here, and it's not something they were expecting. This is Lin Han. Years ago, his entire family was mysteriously wiped out, leaving him as the sole survivor. Now, all eyes are on him. And of course, Feng Yang finds the whole tragic backstory hilarious. He's making it very clear he expects Lin Han to fail spectacularly. But Lin Han isn't fazed. He's heard it all before. The crowd keeps piling on, calling him all talk. They think even if he awakens something rare, he's still a nobody without power to back it up. But Lin Han's ready to shut them all up. It's time to show them what true talent looks like. He touches the stele, and the entire plaza explodes with golden light. This is no ordinary awakening. It's a phenomenon that summons the spirit of a dragon. Everyone is completely blown away by the raw power radiating from the platform. Nobody has ever seen anything like this before. Feng Yang is losing his mind. He can't believe the trash he was just mocking is causing this. If Lin Han becomes powerful, Feng Yang's reputation is toast. And then the stele gives the official result. Lin Han has awakened a special inherited hidden profession Beastmaster. A hidden profession! You'd think that would be enough, right? Wrong. The crowd immediately starts whispering, calling Beastmaster a trash class for support roles. Seizing the moment, Feng Yang is back to his usual self, laughing and mocking Lin Han. He figures a Beastmaster is no threat at all. He lays it out. A Beastmaster is only as strong as his beasts, and if your beasts are weak, then you're just trash. He goes for the low blow, asking Lin Han if a broke orphan like him can even afford the resources to raise strong beasts. He's basically calling him poor and powerless. Lin Han just smirks, thinking to himself that they have no idea who they're messing with. Meanwhile, someone in the crowd points out Feng Yang's little brother is also here. Turns out, the brother is just as much of a jerk. He was about to borrow money, but now he says he'll just take Lin Han as his new mutt instead. That's the last straw for Feng Yang. He completely loses it and throws a superpowered punch right at Lin Han. But before the punch can land, someone else intervenes with a lightning-fast kick. It's a woman with white hair, and she just laid Feng Yang out flat. He never even saw it coming. Her name is Bai Bing, and she is not impressed. She tells Feng Yang's crew to get lost before they get hurt even worse. Humiliated, Feng Yang and his goons retreat, but he swears this isn't over. For now though, Lin Han has found an unexpected and very powerful ally. So this guy is fuming, but he's smart enough to know when he's outmatched. Bai Bing might just be a teacher, but her family, they're on a whole different level. He decides to let Lin Han off the hook for now, but this is definitely not over. And here they are, the teacher and the student. Bai Bing is clearly impressed that Lin Han awakened a rare hidden profession. He's just trying to play it cool, but she is not making it easy on him. But wait a second, something just clicked for Teacher Bai. You can practically see the light bulb go off over her head. What did she just figure out? And just like that, the vibe completely changes. Turns out, there's one very important rule when they're not in school. It's Sister Bing, and she will physically enforce this. She's back to being all smiles, waving goodbye like she didn't just have him in a headlock. Lin Han, meanwhile, is still trying to recover from the sheer embarrassment of it all. She knows that his new path as a Beastmaster is going to be expensive, so she gives him a card, telling him not to worry about the money for now. This isn't just about being a teacher. She's really looking out for him. For Lin Han, this is everything. He's so grateful he makes a super dramatic promise to repay her with his life. You can tell this one act of kindness just changed his entire world. And the sweet moment is officially over. She is not a fan of his whole repay you with my life speech. All she wants is for him to stop being so dramatic and just focus on getting stronger. After all that, we follow Lin Han back home. This is where he lives. He makes it to his apartment door, ready to finally get a moment to himself. That's the sound of someone who's finally home and can let their guard down. But he's not about to relax. His real work is just beginning. And this is what it's all about. The Divine Beastmaster system is officially activated. With this power at his fingertips, Lin Han is finally ready to make his move. The game has just changed. This is Lin Han. He was once the young master of a powerful family, but that all came crashing down. After his family was mysteriously wiped out, the original Lin Han basically gave up on life, making way for a new soul to take the controls. And just like every transmigrator's dream, the first thing our new hero gets is a system. You know, the classic cheat code for a new life. He's been stuck in this world for 3 years with nothing to his name, so when that system finally boots up, you can't really blame the guy for getting a little emotional. The system reveals his new class, Beast Tamer. It's even a hidden profession, which sounds pretty cool, right? Well, there's a catch. The system immediately hits him with a microtransaction, offering an overpowered mode if he can cough up 100,000 coins. He just got this cash from someone named Isis, and the system is already trying to take it. But the promise of being OP is just too tempting to ignore. So he pays up, and the system does something. Suddenly, he's pulled into this insane cosmic dimension. The system confirms it. Overpowered mode is officially activated. And what does overpowered mode get you? A gotcha pull for your very first beast, straight from the system's private collection. This is a huge deal though. He only gets 1 beast for every 10 levels, so his first choice could make or break his entire build. Since he's broke and can't afford to shop around, he decides to just trust the system's quality control. He picks one and hopes for the best. With his choice locked in, it's time for the big reveal. He puts everything he has into the summoning, and out comes this absolute monster of a beast. Looks like his money was well spent, right? Wrong. The giant shadow was just for show. His ferocious primordial beast is an ant. He spent all his cash for this tiny thing. To say he's feeling a little buyer's remorse would be an understatement, but before he can even process his disappointment, the system forces a contract on him. And then the ant starts to evolve. Turns out, the ant's second form is a little more impressive. Suddenly, Lin Han isn't complaining anymore. The next day, it's time for a field trip. Lin Han and the other students are at the Shadow Mountains for a combat trial. Their usual teacher is out, so they're stuck with this substitute, Cao Chong. He seems intense. The mission is simple. Go through a portal and survive in a designated zone. Meanwhile, Lin Han's super powerful beast is back to looking like a regular, non-threatening ant. Before things kick off, a friend shows up to check on him. It's good to have people in your corner. This is Long Tianjiao, his sworn brother and a berserker. He offers to help Lin Han catch a starter beast, not knowing he's already got one hiding in plain sight. But of course, the friendly moment is interrupted by the local bully, Feng Yong, and his crew, who are here to do what they do best. Feng Yong takes it way too far, telling Lin Han to bark like a dog in exchange for a pity beast. It's a really bad look. But this isn't the same broke orphan from yesterday. This Lin Han has a system, a secret beast, and a whole lot more confidence. Feng Yong just finds it hilarious that Lin Han is talking back. His goons, however, seem to know this is probably a bad idea. It takes him a second, but then it finally clicks. He's not being begged, he's being challenged. And just like that, he snaps. Feng Yong throws the first punch, aiming to put Lin Han back in his place. But Lin Han just sidesteps, effortlessly dodging the attack like it was nothing. And then he delivers a counterattack of his own. After all the public humiliation, Feng Yong's little brother decides to get in Lin Han's face. But Lin Han isn't intimidated. He just gives him this look, like he's already won. Feng Yong is completely losing it. He can't understand how a trash class Beastmaster could possibly be stronger than him, and his mind immediately jumps to conspiracy theories. Suddenly, an instructor starts shouting for Lin Han to get a move on. He's being rushed into a portal to his designated training area, which feels a little suspicious. A couple of guys who seem to be on Lin Han's side offer to go with him, sensing that something is off. But Lin Han brushes them off, deciding to face whatever's coming on his own. And there's the confirmation. Feng Yong smugly admits that he's already conspired with the instructor, Teacher Cao, to make sure Lin Han's training session is anything but normal. The tension is thick, Everyone knows this isn't just a simple training exercise anymore. A line has been crossed. We get a peek inside Feng Yang's head, and it turns out this whole rivalry is over a girl. He's obsessed and sees Lin Han as just another obstacle to be crushed. As he steps through the portal, Lin Han knows he's walking straight into a trap, but his resolve is clear. He's ready to do whatever it takes to survive. He arrives and immediately sees the sign for a silver level zone. This is way above his level, and he knows exactly who set him up. Just as he's processing the danger he's in, he feels a little tickle on his shoulder. It's a tiny bug, his first official tamed beast. And right on cue, the welcoming committee shows up, a pack of high-level gale wolves, and they look like they haven't eaten in days. He's completely surrounded. For any other rookie, this would be an instant game over, a death sentence orchestrated by Feng Yang. But Lin Han just smirks. He looks at the little bug on his finger and says, "All right, time to get to work." In a flash, the tiny creature zips through the air with impossible speed. This is clearly no ordinary bug. It slams into one of the wolves, and you can just feel the impact. Something big is about to happen. And then, the real show begins. The tiny insect erupts in a flash of light, transforming into a powerful humanoid warrior. This is the celestial horned ant, one of the legendary 10 ferocious beasts from ancient times. She stands ready, awaiting her master's command. With his stats on display and a legendary beast by his side, Lin Han is more than ready. He's actually excited to see what his trash class can really do. And just like that, the trial begins. Lin Han's new companion doesn't waste any time, immediately laying into the local wildlife with some serious force. She's not just strong, she's a one-woman wrecking crew. While Lin Han just chills in the background, she clears out a whole pack of wolves like it's nothing. Yeah, Lin Han is feeling pretty good about his investment right now. This so-called trash class is starting to look like a cheat code. And the best part? Every kill his beast makes levels him up. He's already at level 6 in just a few minutes, and the grind has barely even started. But for all her ferocity in battle, she's surprisingly cute. She calls him Master, and looks like she wouldn't hurt a fly. Lin Han knows better than to compare stats with his new powerhouse. He's just here to collect the XP and enjoy the show. He got her from a gacha pull for one of the 10 ancient ferocious beasts, but this sweet, innocent kid isn't exactly what he pictured. It's hard to connect this face with the monster he just saw in action. Okay, maybe she's a little too comfortable. She seems to have zero concept of personal space, and Lin Han is definitely not prepared for it. But they're not alone in the mountains. A couple of shady-looking guys are watching from the shadows, and they've taken an interest in Lin Han's mysterious new partner. Their interest isn't exactly professional either. They're clearly impressed by her power, but they seem even more captivated by, well, other things. And just like that, things get dark. One of them suggests a little fun after they deal with Lin Han, and his boss seems to be on board with the disgusting plan. The plan is simple: ambush them and take them by surprise. The boss, being the generous guy he is, decides he'll take on the powerful girl, and his crew can have whatever's left. But his brilliant plan is met with complete silence. His crew isn't responding, and he's starting to get a little ticked off. Turns out, there's a good reason they're quiet. The Cax chick they were planning to ambush is standing right behind them, and she does not look happy. The cute act is officially over. One look from her is enough to make this tough guy's blood run cold. Before the boss can even process what's happening, 2 of his men are down without a sound. He realizes this isn't just some girl. She's a high-level player, way out of their league. He makes a run for it, but there's no escape. She's on him in an instant, her attacks moving faster than he can even react. And it's over before it even began. But just as she's about to finish the job, Lin Han yells for her to stop. Why would he spare the guy who was just about to kill him? Because something much, much worse just entered the chat. The commotion has attracted the real boss of this area. Meet the Gale Wolf King, a level 22 monster that makes the other wolves look like puppies. This is the real trial. The Wolf King doesn't waste any time asserting its dominance. The would-be ambushers are now just collateral damage. It's pure chaos as the Wolf King attacks, taking out the remaining goons in a single, brutal display of power. With the small fry out of the way, a new quest pops up for Lin Han slay the Gale Wolf King. His beast seems to think it's doable, despite the huge level gap. Lin Han, however, is a little more realistic about their chances. He knows they're outmatched, and suggests a tactical retreat. But retreat isn't in her vocabulary. She's got that look in her eye, the one that says she's ready for a real fight. Seeing her determination, Lin Han makes his choice. He gives the order, and she launches herself straight at the Wolf King. The King of the Mountain roars, ready to defend its territory. But this fight is on a whole different level. For the first time, she's actually being pushed back, struggling against the sheer power of the beast. The struggle culminates in a massive explosion, with a lone figure caught at the very center. Is this the end, or a new beginning? Alright, someone's pulling out the big guns. A skill called Gale Flash Step sounds like things are about to get real flashy real fast. The fight is officially kicking into high gear, and there's the impact. A massive wolf spirit slams down, and it looks like someone is taking a direct hit. You can practically feel the shockwave from here. The explosion is huge, sending debris flying everywhere. Whoever was on the receiving end of that is definitely not having a good day. It's pure chaos. The pressure is on. This spirit isn't just for show. It's pinning her down with some serious power. She's struggling, but she's not out of the fight yet. Okay, that's a close-up you do not want to see in real life. Those glowing eyes and sharp claws mean business. It's going in for the finishing blow. The wolf unleashes a wave of pure energy, and she's caught right in the middle of it. The power difference here is becoming painfully obvious. Lin Han is watching all this go down, and he's not looking too relaxed. He knows exactly what's happening, a classic case of being seriously out-leveled. A head-on clash just isn't gonna cut it. Just when he's analyzing the fight, he gets a nasty surprise. A wolf decides he's the next target, lunging at him from behind. Talk about bad timing. It's not just one wolf, it's a whole pack coming at him from all sides. But Lin Han seems more annoyed than scared. He's definitely not the easy target they were hoping for. Suddenly, someone grabs him mid-fight, stopping him in his tracks. And they're calling him too green, which is a bold move when you're surrounded by magic wolves. And there's the save! His sworn brother, Long Tianjiao, steps in and blasts a wolf away like it's nothing. He's here to show Lin Han how a real pro handles things. But Lin Han isn't just standing by while his brother shows off. He's holding his ground against two more wolves, looking completely unfazed. He's got his own way of doing things. Forget fancy skills for a second. This is just raw power. Lin Han is literally prying a wolf's jaws open with his bare hands. That's one way to make a statement. And just like that, the fight is over. With a swift move, Lin Han takes care of business. The blood splatter tells you everything you need to know. Don't underestimate the quiet kid. First day on the job, and Lin Han's new companion is already making a mess of the local wildlife. The system confirms it. First mission in the Shadow Mountains is a success. With a single command from Lin Han, his tiny but mighty partner goes into overdrive. She unleashes a flurry of attacks, ready to prove her worth. Lin Han decides to invest in his new beast, unlocking a powerful skill called Frenzied Strike. It's basically a superpowered punch that deals a ton of damage, and the results are pretty explosive. One hit is all it takes to send a wolf flying, proving the new skill was worth every point. Just when they think they're in the clear, the real boss shows up, a massive, three-headed Gale Wolf King. It looks like it heard the commotion and isn't happy about it. But Lin Han's companion doesn't even flinch. It's a full-on brawl between a tiny insectoid creature and a giant spectral wolf. Time to test out that new skill on a bigger target. The companion channels its energy, getting ready to unleash Frenzied Strike. And in a flash of light, the ant transforms into a girl. She lets out a furious roar, channeling an insane amount of power. She becomes a whirlwind of destructive energy, completely overwhelming the giant wolf with her newfound power. The attack is devastating, creating a massive explosion that rips through the mountainside. And it looks like someone else got a front row seat to the fireworks. And just like that, the level 22 Wolf King is insta-killed. Lin Han can hardly believe it, but the system notification confirms it. Mission complete. His companion, on the other hand, is absolutely thrilled. This is exactly the kind of fight she lives for. Still buzzing from the fight, she rushes back to Lin Han, full of aggressive energy and looking for praise. The rewards just keep rolling in. Defeating the wolf and its king dropped not one, but two different weapons for Lin Han to collect. But just as quickly as it started, the Frenzied Strike status ends. The power fades, leaving her looking a little dazed and confused. She excitedly tackles her master, proudly announcing she killed the big doggy. Lin Han has to calm her down before she takes him out too. As she holds on to him, Lin Han feels something new. A strange and powerful sensation is washing over him. Oh. It's not a power-up, he's just getting hugged really, really tight. And maybe he's not quite used to this kind of attention. After all that excitement, the adrenaline finally wears off. All that power takes a serious toll, and she's completely exhausted. And just like that, she's out cold. Lin Han can't help but smile at his powerful but very sleepy new partner. He lets her rest, giving her a quiet moment after the chaos. She definitely earned it, and he's grateful for her hard work. While she sleeps, Lin Han starts processing everything. He realizes that just like in the games from his past life, monsters here drop loot. Time to see what kind of treasures the Wolf King left behind. He pulls up the system interface to check out his new gear, and it's a total jackpot. He gets an exclusive silver quality weapon and a rare ice staff, confirming his luck is officially off the charts. This changes everything. He's got a new plan. Grind levels, collect gear, and sell it for cash. The hustle is on, but as he checks his status, he hits a new roadblock. He's already maxed out at level 10 and needs a job advancement to get any stronger. He can't believe it. Killing just one boss was enough to completely max out his level, a feat that should have taken weeks. He also remembers the other bodies his companion left behind, not just wolves, but the thugs who tried to ambush him earlier. With a hidden class, a powerful companion, and enemies already lining up, one thing's for sure, things are about to get interesting. A new chapter for Lin Han begins, unfolding under the quiet watch of the moon. The trial is over, and it's time to count the survivors. A medical team stands by, ready for the returning students. But that ominous portal doesn't exactly scream, everyone's okay. The instructor in charge, Cao Chong, lays it out cold. They're here to treat the students, but some of them won't be needing medical attention. Ever. Someone is not happy to see him. And from the sound of that shout, they've got a serious bone to pick with this guy. And there she is, Teacher Bai. She walks in with an ice-cold stare that immediately shuts everyone up. Cao Chong tries to play it cool, acting like he's in charge. But you can tell he's a little thrown off by her sudden appearance. She cuts right to the chase. She's here about Lin Han's trial, and she wants answers. Now, Cao Chong puts on his best, professional face, talking about treating all students equally. It's a classic non-answer, and he knows it. And then he makes his move, trying to turn a serious confrontation into a date. It's a bold play, but her face says it all. Not a chance, buddy. She's not here to play games. In a flash, she closes the distance between them. And just like that, the conversation takes a very sharp turn. Teacher Bai isn't just asking questions anymore, she's making demands. Suddenly, Mr. Treat all students equally is trying to calm things down. He's realizing he might have messed with the wrong person. She lays out the accusation plain and simple. He sent Lin Han, a brand new Beast Tamer, into a high-level zone where he'd be completely helpless. She calls him out on the real reason. He's just a bully, picking on Lin Han because he thinks no one's there to protect him. He's sweating now, trying to claim it was all a misunderstanding. He insists he had his reasons for sending a kid into a death trap. His brilliant reason? Tough love. He claims he was just trying to help Lin Han level up faster, and even sent guards to protect him. Right, but she's not buying his story for a second. If he really sent guards to protect Lin Han, then where are they? And then she drops the most terrifying promise you've ever heard. Any injury Lin Han has, she's gonna carve the exact same piece out of Cao Chong to fix it. Out loud, he's all, "Yes, ma'am," playing the part of the terrified subordinate. But inside, he's already plotting his revenge, thinking she's only acting tough. He's convinced Lin Han is already dead. He can't wait to see the look on her face when she finds the body. And just to make him even more disgusting, he's already fantasizing about what he'll do to her after Lin Han is out of the picture. This guy is the absolute worst. The trial's finally over. A voice cuts through the crowd, announcing that everyone's returning from the Shadow Mountains. Let's see who made it back in one piece. As the students start to trickle back in, two figures look up, totally caught off guard. Something's not right. First up is Leng Lingxue, a rare Star Mage, and she's already a legend. The crowd is buzzing about how she soloed the boss and hit an insane level. She's definitely the star of the show. And of course, here comes the school's resident rich kid, Feng Yong. He's laying it on thick, trying to get Leng Lingxue's attention. He gets way too close for comfort, trying to act all familiar. But her body language says it all. She is not interested. He tries to get handsy, and she just sidesteps him like it's nothing. He completely whiffs it, making a fool of himself. And then comes the ultimate shutdown. She says if he were the old Lin Han, she might have been interested. As for him, hard pass. Ouch. Getting rejected is one thing, but getting compared to his rival Lin Han, that one clearly hit a nerve. While Feng Yang is left fuming, someone else decides it's time to go. You can practically feel the tension in the air. Meanwhile, Lin Han's sworn brother Long Tianjiao is frantically searching the crowd. He's starting to get worried about his friend. Feng Yang spots him and can't resist being a jerk. He taunts Tianjiao, acting surprised he even made it back alive. Then he twists the knife, gloating that Lin Han's luck must have run out. He's practically celebrating the idea that Lin Han died in the trial. Tianjiao is ready to throw down, but Feng Yang just doubles down on the trash talk. He sneers that a trash beast tamer like Lin Han never stood a chance. But before Feng Yang can keep running his mouth, a new voice cuts through the noise, and he's not asking nicely. Turns out, it's one of Feng Yang's crew. He tells Tianjiao to stop acting like Lin Han is his dad and mind his own business. This guy seems to be the muscle of the group. He gets in Tianjiao's face, telling him to step aside for Brother Feng. But Tianjiao isn't backing down an inch. He mutters to himself, completely convinced that his friend will be back any second. With Tianjiao out of the way, Feng Yang's crew starts sucking up to him. They thank Brother Feng for carrying them through the trial. But Tianjiao can't relax. He's still watching the portal, his anxiety growing. Everyone else is back, so where's his friend? Of course, Feng Yang's crew finds his concern hilarious. They're openly mocking him for worrying about someone they've already written off as dead. And just as they're laughing it up, a rock comes flying out of the darkness. It's moving fast, aimed right at the hecklers. Bullseye? The projectile smacks two of them right in the head. That's gotta hurt. And speak of the devil, there he is. Lin Han casually strolls in, asking why there are so many noisy dogs around. Talk about an entrance. The crowd is stunned into silence. The guy they all thought was dead just showed up and took out two bullies without breaking a sweat. Tianjiao is ecstatic, rushing over to his friend. He's just happy the brat finally decided to show up. Watching from the sidelines is the mysterious Ice Sis, the one who gave Lin Han the cash for his system. She seems pretty amused by all the chaos he's causing, but not everyone is happy to see him alive. Elsewhere, the guy who sent thugs after Lin Han is fuming. His plan to take out the useless guy completely backfired. He writes it off as dumb luck this time, but he makes it clear this isn't over. He's not letting Lin Han off the hook that easily. Meanwhile, Feng Yang and his crew are already back to running their mouths. They're mocking Lin Han for being a beast tamer, who doesn't even have a pet to show for it. Tianjiao has finally had enough of Feng Yang's garbage. He completely loses it, asking if Feng Yang really thinks everyone is as big of a coward as he is. After being called out, Lin Han doesn't even flinch. He just hits them with this smirk like he's been waiting for this exact moment. And here comes the school's resident loudmouth, Feng Yang, doing what he does best. He's trying to roast Lin Han for being a useless beast tamer and a coward. Feng Yang is clearly losing his cool, so much that his own friend has to hold him back. But Lin Han just stands there, completely unbothered by the whole scene. And then, Lin Han drops the coldest line of the century. He basically tells Feng Yang he isn't even worthy enough to clean his pet's shoes. Predictably, Feng Yang and his crew are completely triggered. They think they've got Lin Han right where they want him. But Lin Han isn't just talking trash. He's making promises. He warns Feng Yang that this little stunt is going to end very, very badly for him. Things get official when an instructor steps in to lay down the terms of their bet. The loser has to get on their knees and apologize in front of everyone. The instructor makes it clear this isn't just some schoolyard fight. This is a public test of integrity, and there's no backing out now. This guy seems to be enjoying the drama a little too much. He basically tells Lin Han, "You dug your own grave, I'm just here to watch." Just when you think things can't get more complicated, another player enters the game. Lin Han immediately clocks her as a schemer, someone pulling strings from the shadows. With the rules set and the crowd buzzing, the instructor gives the signal. It's finally time to settle this. The challenge begins, and Feng Yang reveals he's already a level 3 greatsword warrior. One of Lin Han's friends tries to step in for him, but Lin Han's got this handled. Feng Yang's fan club goes absolutely wild. To them, being level 3 makes him a legend, and this bet is already in the bag. Even Lin Han's own brother is starting to sweat. He didn't realize Feng Yang was this far ahead, and now he's worried they made a huge mistake. Feng Yang's ego is officially off the charts. He's so confident that he tells Lin Han and his friend to just come at him at the same time. He's not even waiting for the fight to start. He's already demanding they get on their knees and apologize. Lin Han's friend is ready to throw down, but Lin Han calmly holds him back. He's got this under control. While everyone else is freaking out, Lin Han is the calmest guy in the room. He just tells his friend to chill, because frankly, he's not impressed. And then comes the reveal. While everyone was hyping up level 3, Lin Han casually unveils his true power. He's a level 10 Beast Tamer. The crowd completely loses it. Level 10 is basically unheard of, and suddenly, the trash class doesn't seem so trashy anymore. After his companion put in some serious work, Lin Han is reaping the rewards. He's already hit level 10, a massive jump from where he started. And he's got this calm, confident look that's definitely about to get on some people's nerves. And speak of the devil, here's Feng Yong, completely losing it. He just can't process how the trash Beast Tamer is suddenly so strong. It's almost like he's never heard of a protagonist before. Feng Yang decides to make his disbelief everyone's problem, publicly accusing Lin Han of cheating. But our guy just stands there, completely unbothered. He's been waiting for this moment. Lin Han hits him with the classic, "Just because you're basic doesn't mean everyone else is." He casually drops the term hidden class, and you can just feel the confusion in the air. This is way more than Feng Yang signed up for. And just as the tension is peaking, someone new steps onto the scene. It's one of the instructors, along with some guy who's way too proud of himself. He's trying to claim victory in the trial, completely oblivious to the real drama that's been unfolding. Lin Han decides to have a little fun with this. He sarcastically thanks some teaching assistants for all their help getting him to level 10. It's a coded message, and only one person here is meant to understand it. And that message is received loud and clear. The guy who sent thugs to ambush Lin Han is having a full-on meltdown. Not only is Lin Han alive, but he knows everything. His panic quickly turns to rage. He's not about to let some kid ruin everything he's worked for, so he makes a new plan: silence Lin Han permanently. Meanwhile, another powerful figure is watching from the sidelines. She can't believe her eyes. Lin Han, the Academy's former top genius, is already level 10. This is Leng Lingxue, a level 5 Star Mage, and she's not just impressed. She's inspired. Seeing Lin Han's comeback lights a fire under her, and now the race is on. Just then, another instructor arrives, cutting through the tension. She seems to have some questions for Lin Han, wondering what he's doing in the middle of all this chaos. She plays it cool, claiming she's just here doing her job. But her slightly flustered look suggests there might be more to this story. Lin Han's sworn brother, Long Tianzhao, can't contain his excitement. He's practically shouting from the rooftops about how his boy is on the fast track to becoming invincible. The instructor, however, seems to be picking up on something else. His story doesn't quite add up, and she's starting to connect the dots. That's the final straw for our villain, Cao Chong. He loses his temper and launches a full-blown attack, not at Lin Han, but at the instructor trying to de-escalate things. The instructor, Bai Bing, reacts in a split second. She shoves Lin Han out of harm's way, taking the brunt of the attack herself. But she's no pushover. Bai Bing meets his attack head-on, her own power flaring to life as their fists collide, and this fight just got a whole lot more interesting. Cao Chong is completely unhinged now. He screams at her to forget the Academy rules. This is personal. He puts more power into his attack, and it's too much for her to handle. Bai Bing is thrown back, clearly overpowered by his raw fury. She struggles to hold her ground, but ultimately gets sent flying. The instructor is down, and Cao Chong is closing in. Even on the defensive, Bai Bing is defiant, vowing he won't get what he wants. From the sidelines, Long Tianzhao can only watch and shout encouragement, hoping she can hold on. Cao Chong finally gets his hands on her, and the truth comes out. He's furious she's protecting Lin Han, revealing his twisted feelings for her have now turned to rage. With that, he tosses her aside, like she's nothing. It's a brutal, petty display of power. He catches her, holding her upside down like a trophy. He sneers that if he can't have his way, he'll just collect some interest first. But before he can do anything, a blur of motion slams into him. Someone just crashed his party. And it's none other than Lin Han, who just delivered a devastating blow. The good-for-nothing Beast Tamer just saved the day, and everyone is in shock. Lin Han catches Bai Bing, and for the first time, the cool and collected instructor is completely flustered. Looks like getting saved by the student you were just protecting can do that to you. He gently holds her, asking if she's hurt. She manages to say she's fine, but it's clear the whole situation, and maybe her rescuer, has her a little shaken up. With the instructor safe, Lin Han turns his attention back to the real problem. He stands over the defeated Cao Chong and demands to know who's really pulling the strings. So Feng Yang finally confronts Lin Han, and he is not happy. He's basically screaming about how Lin Han cheated his way to level 10. Apparently, the 3 teaching assistants he sent to spy on our boy have gone completely MIA. While his crew looks shocked, Feng Yang is soaking up the drama. He jumps to the most logical conclusion. Lin Han must have murdered them all. It's a pretty wild accusation to just throw out there. And of course, Feng Yang appoints himself judge, jury, and executioner. He's all fired up, ready to bring Lin Han to justice, right here and now. The guy really knows how to make a scene. But just as Feng Yang powers up for his big hero moment, poof, Lin Han is just gone. He vanishes into thin air, leaving Feng Yang looking completely lost. Turns out, Lin Han didn't go far. He and his friends stumble upon one of the missing TAs, who they find lying on the ground. And, he is not looking so good. Yeah, not good at all. The guy's dead. This whole situation just escalated from a school rivalry to a full-blown murder mystery in the middle of the woods. But while everyone else is panicking, Lin Han is putting the pieces together. With the spies out of the picture, no one can testify about what truly happened out here. And that seems to suit him just fine. So Lin Han's big school trip is off to a great start. He's just been publicly accused of murder by this guy Cao Chong, who's standing over the body like he's solved the crime of the century. But Lin Han is completely unbothered by the drama. He's just like, argue? I just found a dead guy and was nice enough to bring him out. As he walks off, he throws some serious shade, calling out the real mastermind who's just using his own guys as disposable pawns. He even takes a second to talk to the dead guy, basically tells him he got played, and that his story isn't over just yet. And then he does something interesting. A little tap on the chest, like he's passing on a message for the afterlife. This little speech really gets under Cao Chong's skin. Lin Han basically tells the dead guy's ghost to go haunt his real killer, not him. And that's the final straw. Cao Chong completely loses it and lunges right at him, ready to throw down. Instructor Bai Bing and his brother Long Tianjiao immediately try to shut it down. They know this instructor is way out of line for attacking a student. But Cao Chong isn't just fighting Lin Han. That little ant companion is back, and she's more than ready to step in and protect her master. Turns out, the dead guy was Cao Chong's brother. Now he's out for revenge, and he's convinced Lin Han is the one who needs to pay. And of course, the crowd is eating it up. They're all cheering for the instructor to teach the trash Beast Tamer a lesson. Cao Chong comes in swinging, expecting an easy win. But Lin Han dodges his flurry of punches like it's nothing, leaving him completely stunned. Okay, so maybe he's not completely untouchable. Lin Han knows that in a straight-up brawl, Cao Chong has the raw power advantage. But who needs a direct fight when you have a system? Lin Han pulls out a brand new toy, a rare ice staff he looted from the Wolf King. This thing looks seriously cool, and it has a minimum level requirement of 10. Good thing he's been grinding. Cao Chong tries to rush him again, but the new staff immediately puts him on ice. Literally. With his opponent slowed down, Lin Han easily goes on the offensive. A quick kick is all it takes to send the instructor flying, and I mean some flying. He slams hard into the side of a cliff with a huge crash. Thanks to his recent level ups and this sweet new staff, Lin Han can finally hold his own. He's not just dodging anymore, he's in control, but he's not looking to finish this fight himself. He's got a plan to create some distance and let someone else handle the dirty work. He gives his companion, Yi, the signal. It's her turn to step in and show everyone what she can really do. And now that Yi is on the scene, Cao Chong is in for a world of hurt. He's about to find out what a real monster looks like. Just look at these stats. With skills like Berserk and Giant Strength, she's an absolute powerhouse. Yi moves in, a blur of motion and pure power. Cao Chong barely has time to register what's even happening. He tries to fight back, but her attack is overwhelming. The two of them collide in a massive explosion of energy. The resulting blast is huge, shaking the entire area. The crowd can only stare in shock at the insane power on display. Yi lands a clean hit, sending the instructor flying. While his buddies are stunned, Long Tianjiao and Instructor Bai Bing look pretty pleased with the outcome, but something's wrong. Right in the middle of her attack, Yi suddenly cries out in pain. Lin Han immediately senses the danger and calls her back. It looks like her berserk state has a serious, painful drawback. He pulls Yi back just in time, and she disappears. Meanwhile, Cao Chong is left tangled up, defeated but alive, for now. After that little warm-up, his new companion is practically glowing, asking for a pat on the head. Lin Han plays it cool, but you can tell he's impressed. Even a little bit of praise sends her over the moon. She's basically a super-powered, battle-ready puppy, and just like that, she's back in business. The cute girl act is gone, replaced by a six-legged killing machine ready for the next target. While everyone else is struggling with basic monsters, Lin Han's just chilling, watching his personal gacha prize zip around the map. He's not just leveling up, he's speedrunning the entire zone. So Lin Han is just trying to mind his own business when this huge, angry dude shows up out of nowhere. He starts screaming, accusing Lin Han of murder in front of everyone. But Lin Han, he just stands there, totally unfazed. This guy, Cao Chong, is not messing around. He goes full-on rage mode, glowing with power and vowing to punish Lin Han himself. He's clearly not interested in a calm discussion. Just as Cao Chong is about to attack, someone steps in. A foot comes down, pinning him in place with some serious force. Looks like the party's just getting started. And that someone is instructor Bai Bing, who apparently controls lightning. She zaps Cao Chong and tells him to cool it, reminding him they don't even have all the facts yet. Just when things couldn't get more chaotic, the dean himself arrives on the scene. Even Lin Han seems a little surprised to see the big boss here. This just got a whole lot more serious. So here's the situation. A dead teaching assistant, an accuser losing his mind, and Lin Han at the center of it all. The dean has to sort through this mess, and Cao Chong is making it very clear who he thinks is guilty. Cao Chong doubles down, screaming that he was just trying to do the right thing. He claims Lin Han attacked him first and demands he be punished for being a villain. He points from the body on the ground, straight to Lin Han, demanding the dean do something. The pressure is on, and the whole crowd is watching to see what happens next. But Lin Han is just over it. He scoffs at the whole performance, basically telling everyone he has better things to do than argue with the guy making stuff up. The confidence is unreal. The dean gives Lin Han the floor, and he plays his first card. Instead of defending himself, he tells the dean to take a closer look at the body. A classic, let the evidence speak for itself move. And the dean is happy to oblige. He uses his own power to lift the body into the air, starting a magical autopsy right there on the spot. Everyone watches as he begins his investigation. The verdict comes in quick. The guy's chest was crushed and his organs were ruptured. The dean concludes that this wasn't a human attack, it was a massive, fierce beast. But Cao Chong isn't backing down. He immediately pivots, claiming that even if a beast did it, Lin Han must have led it there on purpose. This guy just won't quit. Lin Han just smirks, calling him out for being so quick to point fingers. He's like, really? I bring the body back as a favor, and you immediately say I'm the killer? The logic is definitely not on Cao's side. Then Lin Han drops a bombshell of a theory. What if Cao Chong sent this guy to kill him, but the assassin was so incompetent, he got himself killed by a beast instead? Cao Chong's panic denial is pretty telling. Instructor Bai Bing backs Lin Han up with some crucial info. She tells the dean that Cao Chong specifically sent Lin Han to a leveling zone way above his pay grade. The plot thickens. Cao Chong tries to defend himself, claiming it was just a test to see Lin Han's true potential. He's playing the victim card again, insisting this is all a setup to frame him. He gets desperate, shouting that it's all just hearsay. He's banking on the fact that there's no hard proof to back up Lin Han's story. The dean, ever the voice of reason, agrees that proof is needed. He asks Lin Han if he has any, putting him on the spot. Cao Chong seems to think he's finally cornered him, but inside his head, Cao Chong is feeling pretty smug. He thinks all of his henchmen are dead, so there are no witnesses left to testify against him. He's sure he's gonna get away with it. That's when Lin Han smiles. He says he wouldn't make an accusation like this without proof, and then he prepares to reveal his trump card. And what a trump card it is. He reveals two of Cao's guys, tied up and very much alive, right next to the corpse of the beast that supposedly killed the first guy. The crowd is absolutely stunned. Lin Han calmly explains what went down. The Gale Wolf King took out one of their crew, and he handled the other two himself. He basically cleaned up their whole failed assassination attempt. He turns the question back to Cao Chong with a perfect little smirk. He asks why an instructor would need to send 3 guys to monitor a student in secret. The implication is obvious, and since Cao won't answer, Lin Han decides to get the story from the source. He suggests that these 2 captured goons might have something to say on the matter. And it doesn't take much convincing. The 2 guys immediately break, screaming out a full confession. They spill everything. Cao Chong sent them to kill Lin Han and stage an accident. So how'd he get them to talk so fast? Turns out, his loyal ant companion, Ah Yi, summoned a swarm to give them a little motivation. And from the look on Lin Han's face, he's enjoying his victory. With the confession out in the open, all eyes are on Cao Chong. Lin Han just looks down at him, waiting for an explanation that he knows will never come. Checkmate. Cao Chong is absolutely losing it. He can't believe his worthless henchman folded so quickly. His perfect plan has completely fallen apart. And just like that, it's over. A powerful binding spell envelops Cao Chong, restraining him on the spot. He can only look on in shock as he's taken down. So Cao Chong picks a fight, and suddenly he's the one getting lit up. A strange power surges through him, and it looks like it hurts. A lot. Turns out, Cao Chong wasn't just fighting Lin Han. An instructor steps in, and he is not happy, effortlessly taking control of the situation. Yeah, this guy is definitely not someone to mess with. The glowing eyes and crackling energy are a pretty big clue that he's here to lay down the law. After all that chaos, the mood shifts. The school's top prodigy, Leng Lingxue, offers Lin Han a quiet moment of support, and he's clearly taken by surprise. Of course, they're not totally alone. Yi is never far from her master's side, watching over him and his new friend. But word travels fast, and the rumors about the Gale Wolf King have found their way back to Lin Han. The look on her face says it all. She can't believe it's possible. Okay, so remember how Lin Han's beast just wrecked that wolf pack? Well, it looks like someone noticed, and she is completely floored. The instructor tries to keep things professional after the trial, telling everyone to give each other some space and prepare for the debrief. But the legendary Star Mage, Leng Lingxue, isn't letting him off that easy. She's got questions about his power, and she's not afraid to get a little hands-on to get some answers. She's convinced there's way more to him than meets the eye, and she's determined to figure out his secret. And boom, she calls him out. There's no way a trash class beast master could be this strong on his own. He has to have a powerful beast. She's not just curious, she's ready to throw down. She challenges him to a simulated battle right then and there to see his abilities for herself. Lin Han is completely caught off guard. This cool and aloof legend is basically a battle nerd who just wants to see his cool new moves. Just as things are getting intense, Instructor Bai Bing steps in to play referee. She tells Leng Lingxue to back off and let the guy breathe. She reminds them that this is supposed to be a training debrief, not a personal sparring session in the middle of the wilderness. Instructor Bai Bing lays down the law, trying to get everyone to focus on the actual lesson instead of starting a fight. But Leng Lingxue is not taking no for an answer. She formally requests a match, putting the instructor in a tough spot. Instructor Bai Bing shuts it down for him. She points out that Lin Han just finished a real fight and needs to recover, not jump into another one. Leng Lingxue is clearly disappointed. She was so close to getting the answers she wanted. Lin Han sees his chance to escape and takes it. He plays up the tired student angle, asking the teacher if they can all just call it a day. And just look at that smile. He knows exactly what he's doing, and the two most powerful women around are not amused. He tries to laugh it off and rally everyone to leave, but his attempt to be casual just makes the situation even more awkward. Instructor Bai Bing is having one of those days. She's a high-level mage, but right now she just feels like a glorified babysitter for a bunch of super-powered teenagers. As they head out, everyone's lost in their own thoughts about Lin Han. Is he a secret genius, a playboy, or just a massive headache? The jury is still out. Just when he thinks he's in the clear, Leng Lingxue corners him again. She is not letting this go. Finally, he manages to strike some kind of deal to buy himself some time. He gets her to promise to back off for now, but she clearly doesn't like it. With one problem handled, Lin Han notices another. Instructor Bai Bing seems really angry, and he's not sure if it's because of him. He starts running through the possibilities in his head. Is she mad that he secretly tagged along for the training exercise he wasn't even supposed to be in? But then he just decides to shelve it. He's got more important things to worry about, like actually making some money. His next stop is the Shadow Mountain Range Exchange. It's the go-to place for adventurers to sell their loot and gear. Time to turn those monster drops into cold, hard cash. He's got 2 pieces of equipment to sell from his little adventure. The plan is to make enough to cover his living expenses and pay back the money he borrowed from Instructor Bai Bing. He settles into the exchange's private lounge, ready to make a deal. The manager of the exchange, a guy named Tian, comes out to greet him personally. He's heard that young Master Lin has some high-quality gear to sell. And this isn't just any manager, it's Tian Dian, the head of the entire exchange. Lin Han's loot must have gotten some serious attention. Lin Han doesn't disappoint, revealing 2 incredible-looking pieces of equipment. That trash class is starting to look pretty profitable. isn't it? So Lin Han walks into a high-end trading house like he owns the place. He casually presents two epic-looking weapons he picked up from his little trip to the Shadow Mountains. The manager, a guy who's probably seen it all, is absolutely floored by the quality of the gear. Lin Han, meanwhile, just looks on, cool as ever. Seeing the old man practically short-circuit, Lin Han politely asks if he needs a hand. The power dynamic here is just perfect. The manager finally puts two and two together and realizes who he's talking to. This isn't just some random kid who got lucky. It's Lin Han, the last surviving heir of the Lin family. And here's the twist. The manager isn't a stranger at all. He reveals he and Lin Han's father were close friends for over a decade. He immediately insists Lin Han call him Uncle Tian, completely dropping the formal business vibe. This just got personal. The mention of his old friend clearly hits Uncle Tian hard. In a rare moment, Lin Han offers a comforting hand, showing a softer side we haven't seen much of. Uncle Tian is bursting with pride, amazed that Lin Han is already strong enough to venture into the dangerous silver leveling zones. He is way more capable than anyone gives him credit for. Lin Han, ever the strategist, puts on a charming face. He offers to let his new uncle handle the sale of the high-level equipment. But don't let the sweet act fool you. His business brain is already firing on all cylinders, wondering how he can leverage this connection for a better price. And it looks like Uncle Tian has the exact same idea. He's thinking he can get a bargain from this kid, who probably doesn't know the real value of his find. So they're both smiling, both thinking they're about to outsmart the other. Let the games begin. The negotiation is on. This is more than just selling some gear. It's a battle of wits between the old guard and the new blood. Uncle Tian opens with a friendly offer of 5 million coins. He's playing the acquaintance card hard, hoping to score a family discount. But Lin Han isn't having it. He respectfully but firmly puts his foot down. Friendship is one thing, but business is business, and the rules are the rules. He's not some naive kid who can be lowballed. He knows exactly what his loot is worth, and he's ready to prove it. Then he drops the bomb. This isn't just any silver tier gear. It's a drop from the Wind Wolf King, a boss monster, making it worth at least 8 million. Easy. The haggling gets real. Uncle Tian inches his price up, but Lin Han counters with a clever play, using his own father's memory to justify a much higher, lucky number. Uncle Tian comes back with another auspicious number, 6.66 million. It's a game now, and they're both clearly enjoying the challenge. Lin Han accepts the deal. He graciously frames it as a favor to his new uncle, making sure to leave a good impression. But on the inside, he's celebrating. Even with the discount, he's walking away with way more cash than he ever expected. With the deal struck, they shake on it. Both men walk away happy, each feeling like they got exactly what they wanted. But as the dust settles, Uncle Tian gets that sinking feeling that he might have just been completely outplayed by a teenager. Meanwhile, a mysterious woman in the background seems to know exactly what just went down. The money hits the account instantly. Uncle Tian's associate transfers the 6.66 million to a brand new bank card for Lin Han. But that's not all they give him. Along with the payment card, she presents a sleek, black VIP card. This black card is a VIP membership for the trading house, complete with a massive 3 million coin overdraft. They're not just paying him, they're investing in him. Uncle Tian makes it clear. This is the start of a powerful alliance. He wants Lin Han to come to them for all his future needs. Lin Han graciously accepts the cards and the offer. He just turned a quick sale into a long-term business partnership. With millions in his pocket and a new line of credit, Lin Han decides to do a little shopping before he leaves. First up on the list, powerful magic scrolls. 10 minutes later, his shopping spree is done. Now, what's next on the agenda for our newly rich and well-equipped protagonist? After that whole dramatic scene, the dean is left watching Lin Han walk away, completely impressed. He can already tell this kid is going to be a big deal. The game has definitely changed, and there's that little chuckle. You know the one. It's the sound of a powerful person realizing they've just found a new, very interesting piece to play with on the board. Yep, the dean is already scheming about future opportunities to work with Lin Han. He's not just impressed, he's invested. Meanwhile, back at Lin Han's place, after a day like that, you'd think he'd want to just crash. But rest is not on the menu today. A mysterious man in a very sharp suit is waiting for him right outside. You just know this isn't a social call. Turns out, the mystery man isn't a stranger at all. Lin Han knows him as Uncle Liu, and he's clearly not expecting this visit. The man approaches, his formal shoes clicking on the pavement. Every step feels deliberate and important. This isn't just any Uncle Liu. He's the manager for the powerful Bai family, and he's greeting Lin Han with a level of respect that seems surprising. The formal attire, the posture, everything about this guy screams old money and serious business. He's not here to play games. He addresses him as Young Master Lin. It's a title that carries the weight of his family's lost status, and hearing it now feels significant. But before Lin Han can even process this visit, another pair of shoes steps into the frame. Looks like this little reunion is getting crashed. And just like that, the friendly-ish vibe is gone. This new guy shows up with a smirk, immediately throwing the decline of the Lin family in our hero's face. Just when you think you're having a good day, some rich kid shows up to remind you of your family's tragic backstory. Classic. But Lin Han's not even paying attention. He's got bigger things on his mind. Turns out, a mysterious benefactor just sent him a delivery. A very, very expensive delivery. The messenger explains that Ms. Bai Bing got grounded for going on an unauthorized, life-threatening adventure just for him. Talk about dedication. And Lin Han is floored. She went to a asterisk diamond-level secret realm. That's a place so dangerous, not even the dean of the academy would go there on a whim. She really risked it all. For a second, he's genuinely touched. Someone actually went that far for him. But the messenger isn't done. He's got another message, this one from the head of the Bai family, and it's a gut punch. The family thinks their precious young lady is wasting her time on a useless person. Suddenly, the mood gets real tense. The old man basically tells him to get lost and stay away from their miss. The condescending look on his face says it all, but he might have misjudged the situation. Lin Han takes a breath, putting up a wall. It's not Sister Bing anymore. It's Miss Bai. He turns, and that look in his eyes is pure ice. The kindness from a moment ago is completely gone. He politely tells the old man where to stick his charity. When the Lin family needed help, the Bai family was nowhere to be found. So take the monster back. He doesn't want it. And make sure the Bai family gets the message loud and clear. Lin Han doesn't need their help. He turns to leave, his decision made. But it's not over yet. He's walking away. But the Bai family doesn't take no for an answer. The old man smirks. He admires the kid's pride, but pride doesn't mean much to him. Because when the Bai family decides to give a gift, you don't get to refuse. And just like that, things get violent. The old man attacks, trying to force the beast onto Lin Han. He calls him an ant who doesn't know his place. Big mistake. You don't push a guy like Lin Han that far. That one word, useless, echoes in his mind, and something inside him snaps. Suddenly, the useless beast tamer is radiating an energy that is anything but weak. The old man is completely blindsided. This wasn't supposed to happen. He can feel the pressure, this overwhelming power coming from the kid he just insulted. He's completely losing control of the situation. And now, he's terrified. This kid isn't useless at all, and he just picked a fight he might not be able to win. Meanwhile, someone's family butler is absolutely losing his mind. He's clearly not used to seeing Lin Han with this much backbone. The next day, Lin Han heads out, ready to settle some business. He finds the butler and tries to return the money he got from the mysterious Ice Sis. But things are never that simple, are they? The butler refuses, insisting that Lin Han keep the card on his lady's orders. Lin Han makes it clear. He's not just returning the loan, he's paying it back with interest. He's drawing a line in the sand. The new Lin Han doesn't owe anyone anything. This is a whole new level of confidence, and he's not afraid to show it. Then he drops the hammer, warning the butler not to mess with him again. He even threatens the long-standing friendship between their families. The old man is completely floored. He can't believe this is the same kid he used to know. He's left wondering how a supposed waste from a ruined family could suddenly have this much power. The air is thick with tension as Lin Han walks away. Later that night, back in his room, the whole situation is still on his mind. He's trying to figure out Sister Bing's angle. He knows people don't just hand out that kind of cash for no reason. Even though he always kept his distance from her, he definitely doesn't want to bring her any trouble. Still, being forced into a corner like this just doesn't sit right with him. He decides to put it out of his head for now. He's got a big job transfer mission to tackle in the morning. As he drifts off, his tiny companion, Yi, keeps a watchful eye. The little ant seems to be checking on him, a quiet and loyal guardian. And then, in a sudden flash of light, The tiny ant reveals its true form. Turns out his little buddy is a lot more than he bargained for. Lin Han sleeps on, completely unaware of the transformation that just happened right beside him. In her new form, Yi watches over him, grateful for her master. It's a quiet, tender moment, showing just how deep their bond is already becoming. The next day, Lin Han arrives at the Job Change Temple, ready for the next step in his journey. He's greeted and told a room has already been prepared for him on the system. Talk about VIP treatment. But he's not exactly flying under the radar. The whole place is already buzzing with rumors about a super strong Beast Tamer from his school. And of course, they're talking about him. The legend of Lin Han is starting to spread. The gossip continues, with people in awe of his abnormal strength and wondering if he's the one they've been hearing about. Lin Han overhears all of it and realizes news travels way too fast. From now on, he's going to have to be a little more careful. Fresh off his first real taste of power, Lin Han walks into the city's main hall. It's time to see what this new life is really all about. The inside of the hall is wild, with this massive, glowing blue crystal dominating the space. You can practically feel the energy coming off of it. And there it is. Lin Han gets his first look at the mission terminal, the place where his journey as a Beastmaster officially begins. So the plan is simple. Touch the crystal, get a mission. He's finally ready to accept his first professional quest. He's level 10 now, so he's probably expecting a standard job change quest. Something to ease him into the role. A mission at this level shouldn't be too outrageous, right? He's feeling pretty confident as he taps the screen. And then the system basically asks him if he's ready for something crazy. The mission pops up, Thunder of the Fallen Nation. It's not just the name. The mission is rated 5 stars, the highest difficulty. His objective? Kill a thunder beast in some ancient ruins. And it's not a private message. It's broadcast on the main screen for the whole hall to see. The crowd absolutely loses it over the 5-star rating. The announcement sends a shockwave through the hall. Everyone starts rushing in, trying to get a look at the guy who pulled an impossible quest. The crowd is in total disbelief. No one can believe a 5-star mission just appeared, especially for a level 10 rookie. It's not just the public either. The hall's security and staff are tense. A 5-star mission isn't just a challenge, it's a potential disaster. Meanwhile, Lin Han is having the only reasonable reaction. 5-star difficulty? You have got to be kidding me. He went from trash class to public spectacle in about 5 seconds flat. What amazing luck. Suddenly, a system-wide alert flashes across the sky. A new mission just dropped for everyone in the area. Head to the broken ruins. And it's not just any mission, it's 5 stars. The crowd immediately freaks out, because that's basically a death sentence. Everyone is panicking, trying to figure out which unlucky soul just dragged them all into a high-level suicide run. But the unlucky guy, that's our boy Lin Han. He's just glad the system kept his name anonymous, because that would have been a lot of trouble. He casually blends back into the crowd, cool as ever, while everyone else is still losing their minds. The mission is live, and for Lin Han, that means it's go time. There's no time to waste. He's not worried about the 5-star difficulty. This is just another opportunity to level up. Without a second thought, he sets off, leaving all the noise and panic behind him. First stop, the broken ruins. The place looks like something straight out of an ancient legend. It's massive, mysterious, and the perfect spot for a high-level quest. Turns out, he's not the only one here. The ruins are also a known gathering spot for local mercenaries. And judging by their gear and vehicles, these guys look like they mean business. One of the mercs is complaining about being broke since no one's been hiring them for missions. The struggle is real, apparently. So for now, he's just chilling, waiting for some work to fall into his lap. Then, he hears something in the distance. Footsteps approaching. A figure emerges from the dust. In walks Lin Han, looking completely out of place in his clean white jacket. The mercs immediately take notice. He just keeps walking, seemingly minding his own business and ignoring the armed men nearby. The mercs see his nice clothes and immediately think he's some rich kid, an easy target. They call him a fat sheep, ready for the slaughter. But their leader quickly corrects them. He's not just a target, he's a potential client. A boss. The head merc makes his move, approaching Lin Han with a friendly tone and asking if he's here for a mission. Lin Han doesn't even break his stride, completely ignoring the sales pitch. The guy gets a little more forward and starts his pitch, offering up his mercenary group's services with a quality guarantee. When that doesn't work, he even throws in a 20% discount for being a newbie. He's really trying to make this sale happen. Lin Han finally stops, turns around, and hits him with a simple, "No need." The merc is completely stunned. Nobody turns him down. And with that, Lin Han just starts to walk away again, leaving the merc speechless. Now the guy's getting desperate. He actually grabs Lin Han's arm, offering to waive the commission entirely. He's practically begging at this point, saying they can just make friends instead. But Lin Han has had enough. He grabs the merc's hand and repeats himself, only this time, there's a clear warning in his voice. "I said no need." With a sharp crack, Lin Han effortlessly breaks the big guy's grip. Maybe this newbie isn't the easy mark they thought he was. The guy with the glowing eyes lays down the law. He's not asking, he's telling them to back off, or else. And he wasn't bluffing. A single grip is all it takes to put the bully in his place, and you can tell it hurts. The rest of the crew is just stunned into silence. They clearly didn't see that coming. Lin Han just watches, totally calm. It's like he's seen this movie before and already knows the ending. Meanwhile, a different crew is getting into it. A punch lands hard, and it's clear these guys mean business. This guy's not buying it for a second. He knows a deal that sounds too good to be true probably is, especially out here. Then the real reason hits him. A group like this isn't working for free out of kindness. They're just waiting for the right moment to kill you and take everything. Okay, so the big guy did not like being called out. He's furious and ready to make this personal. The tension is thick out in the middle of nowhere. The big guy is seething, but for now, he's holding back. Just as he's about to blow, someone tells him to stand down. It seems they're not ready to make their move just yet. The leader physically blocks the attack. They're not about to let their muscle go off script and ruin the plan. And there's the leader, a red-haired woman who clearly runs the show. She makes a call, putting an end to the argument. Her logic is simple and smart. They can't make a move because the security team has eyes on them. She's not worried though. She's totally confident that her crew is untouchable, and they'll walk away from this without a scratch. And then we see her face. That's not the smile of a mercenary. That's the smile of a predator who enjoys the game. The plan is set. They'll wait for him to step outside the safe zone, and then they're going to have some fun. Completely unaware he's being hunted, Lin Han takes off. He has his own agenda to take care of. He arrives at a new location, the Broken Ruins. It's a desolate wasteland, a far cry from the Shadow Mountains. But he's not alone. Ah Yi, his powerful ant-turned girl companion, appears, telling him she's ready for action. And she is looking ready. That outfit is definitely not for show. She's a living weapon. There's a cute moment between Lin Han and Ah Yi. She's completely devoted to him and practically vibrating with excitement for the coming fight. He promises to let her go all out today. It's time to let his secret weapon off the leash. And right on cue, the system chimes in. Something just happened. Lin Han is genuinely surprised. Just by being here, he's accidentally triggered a new system mission. And it's a big one. A leader level mission. His new target is the Thunder Apostle, and the prize is its Thunder Heart. The reward is perfect. Beast Taming points. That's the exact currency he needs to make Ah Yi even more powerful, so this mission is a must-do. The two of them stand ready, a master and his beast, about to take on a leader-level threat. There's just one problem. He's in the right place to complete his job change mission, but he has no clue where to find this new Thunder Apostle, so he does what any smart person would do. He pulls out his phone. Time to buy some intel from his trusted source, Uncle Tian. He lays out the plan for Ah Yi. First, they'll knock out his job change mission, then they'll go hunt for those points. Lin Han, meanwhile, is looking pretty relaxed for a guy who's supposed to be a trash class. That little smirk says he knows something everyone else doesn't. And he's about to prove it. The combat trial in Shadow Mountains kicks off, and the first enemies are a pack of wolves. But these aren't your average pups. They're led by a massive, glowing beast that looks like it means business. The system identifies them as level 15 Thunder Beasts. And that social animal tag means one thing. You fight one, you fight them all. Before anyone can even react, something flashes through the battlefield. A blur of white light cuts through the pack with incredible speed. And at the center of it all is Ah Yi, Lin Han's supposedly weak companion. She effortlessly sends the wolves flying, proving she's anything but. The impact is massive, shaking the entire area. One hit, and the weaker wolves are completely wiped out. The remaining beasts are left stunned by the sheer force of the attack. They've never seen anything move that fast. With the small fry taken care of, the rest of the pack turns their attention to Lin Han. But he just stands there, hands in his pockets, looking completely unfazed. He even has the nerve to taunt the pack leader. You can't beat Yi, so you want to deal with me? Looks like he's ready to show off a little power of his own. He challenges the beast to give it a shot. The wolf leader takes the bait and lunges. But Lin Han is already one step ahead, a confident smile on his face as he summons his own flames. He's not just fighting for his life, he's literally thinking about his next meal. The confidence is on another level. To him, these terrifying monsters are just future barbecue. He's already picturing the victory feast. From the wolves' perspective, it's pure apocalypse. A massive fireball descends from the sky, and they know it's all over. Their faces say it all. They've never seen power like this from a human before. Turns out Lin Han is using a magic scroll, Fireball Barrage, a powerful and very expensive way to clear a room. The scroll unleashes absolute chaos, blanketing the area in explosions. The Thunder Beasts don't stand a chance against this level of firepower. Even the strongest among them are caught in the blast, completely overwhelmed by the relentless attack. The system confirms the kills, but there's a catch. Because he used a scroll, he gets 0 experience points. He does, however, get a nice little quest item for his trouble. Just as he's wrapping up, a new notification pops up. He's only completed the first stage of his mission, and the main event is still to come. And the scroll isn't done yet. More fireballs start raining from the sky, targeting the next objective. Even Lin Han looks a little surprised by the overkill. This scroll is really getting its money's worth. He realizes the scroll has locked him into this mission. There's no running away. He has to see this through to the end. With the battlefield still a mess, Lin Han gives Yi a new command. They need to harvest the energy orbs left behind by the beasts, and they need to do it fast. Yi gets to work, efficiently cleaning up the mess. Lin Han looks pretty pleased with the results, while any remaining monsters are left completely terrified. After clearing out a pack of wolves, Lin Han is pretty happy with his new partner's performance. Not bad at all for a first day on the job kind of situation. And when he checks the stats, it all makes sense. His little ant companion isn't just any bug, it's a sky-horned ant, one of the legendary Ancient 10 Evils. Talk about hitting the gotcha jackpot. He's a little bummed about some wasted experience points, but what really matters is that his partner Yi just jumped 2 whole levels. That's a huge win. With one fight down, it's time to see what's next on the agenda. He pulls out his phone to check for new intel. He's hunting a specific target, the Thunder Apostle. He's hoping his contact has sent over the location by now. And right on cue, a message comes through from his info broker. They've found the Thunder Apostle. The coordinates are locked in. Looks like it's time to go hunting, but the message comes with a serious warning. These things are no joke, and going in solo is basically a death wish for anyone under level. Lin Han just smiles. A warning like that doesn't scare him. It just sounds like a great opportunity to farm some more points. Yi is more than ready to go. This duo is always on the same page when it comes to a challenge. Meanwhile, someone else is watching from a distance. And they're a little shocked by how much money Lin Han is casually burning through on this trip. This mysterious woman and her crew have their eyes on him. They're not just watching, they're waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Her partner is ready to make a move now, but she's the boss, and she has a different plan in mind. She tells him to hold off. Why do the hard work when you can let your target gather all the loot for you first? Besides, she's noticed his companion is surprisingly strong. It's much smarter to wait until they're both worn out from the fight before making a move. Back with our heroes, Yi is completely impressed with her master's strategy. They have no idea they're being stalked. They finally arrive at the location pinned on the map. The ground is dry and cracked, with no sign of their target yet. Lin Han's system kicks in, scanning the area for the monster, and there it is. The target is a level 17 Thunder Apostle, a massive, electrified beast. Right now, the fearsome creature is just taking a nap. It looks almost peaceful if you ignore the giant fangs. Lin Han and Yi watch from a safe distance, sizing up their opponent before making a move. Yi is not impressed. After their last fight, a level 17 monster feels like a bit of a step down. Lin Han's just as eager to get this over with. He gives Yi the green light to take it down so they can call it a day. With a burst of pure excitement, Yi leaps into action, ready to show off her power. The nap is officially over. The Thunder Apostle wakes up and it is not happy to be disturbed. But before it can even fully wake up, it takes a massive, brutal hit. That's gotta hurt. The attack came from Yi, moving faster than the eye can see. She's just a blur of blue energy. And she's not done yet. She begins to transform, tapping into her true terrifying power. This is her real form. The skyhorned ant is a massive, glowing insectoid monster, and it looks absolutely incredible. She unleashes a devastating final blow, drilling straight through her target. Game over. Out in the wilderness, a massive beast lets out a savage roar. It's clearly in a world of hurt. And then, bam. A powerful stomp cracks the earth, showing off some serious power. The resulting impact is huge. A massive explosion of force that shakes the entire area. The one behind the attack, a woman with white hair and red eyes, who seems to be having way too much fun with this. She lands with enough force to shatter the ground beneath her, kicking up dust and debris. With the enemy defeated, a mysterious item drops, looks like some kind of powerful potion. But the fight isn't over. Suddenly, a blast of ice shards erupts out of nowhere. The poor beast gets hit again, this time taking some serious damage and letting out a pained cry. Someone is getting desperate, screaming for a final, deadly blow, and it's Lin Han behind the attack, looking way too confident about it. He pulls out a magic scroll, unleashing a massive ice cone spell. The spell hits its mark, and just like that, the system confirms the kill. The Thunder Apostle is down. But wait, for all that effort, he gets 0 experience points. What gives? The white-haired woman, who is actually Lin Han's evolved ant, seems totally fine. But the beast they were fighting is completely wiped out. Lin Han can't believe how tough that fight was, especially for what seems like no reward. Oh, wait. He didn't get experience, but he did get 300 beast taming points. Suddenly, the day is looking a lot better. He immediately decides to cash in those points, unlocking a new innate skill for his ant, Iron Bones. His companion feels the power up instantly, and she is definitely enjoying the new surge of strength. The new skill gives her a solid 20% defense boost. Not bad at all. She's so grateful she can feel the difference immediately, thanking her master for the upgrade. She gets a little over-enthusiastic with her thank you hug. Lin Han is just trying not to get crushed. Just when they're having a moment, a new group shows up looking for trouble. They want everything Lin Han just earned. They're not messing around either. A boot stomps down, making their intentions perfectly clear. This is a mercenary group, led by a woman with some serious confidence and her very angry-looking muscle. The leader steps forward and lays out their terms, basically telling Lin Han to hand over his stuff. Lin Han is not impressed. He calls them out for showing up to scavenge after he did all the hard work. Turns out, this is the same mercenary group he turned down earlier, and now they're holding a grudge. The big guy makes it personal, threatening to kill them if they don't hand over their loot. Lin Han can't believe their nerve. He asks if they're not afraid of the security team that patrols the area, but you can tell from their expressions, neither Lin Han nor his companion are scared. If anything, they're just amused. So Lin Han makes it to the broken ruins, and right away, he runs into some new faces. This red-haired woman seems friendly enough, giving him the rundown on how things work out here. Okay, maybe not so friendly. She's laying down the law, making it crystal clear that in the ruins, accidents happen. And no one asks too many questions. But our boy Lin Han isn't intimidated. He just stands there, cool as ever, facing down this whole crew of mercenaries. She's trying to recruit him, promising to treat him well. Yeah, that's not creepy at all. And her crew is already getting ahead of themselves, making plans for someone with Lin Han. Big mistake. Lin Han just smirks. They have absolutely no idea who they're messing with, or what's standing right behind him. He's not just worried about himself, though. He's asking about the girl they threatened, making it clear she's off limits. And just like that, things pop off. Someone makes a move, fast, but it's not Lin Han. A mysterious woman with white hair and a serious battlesuit drops in out of nowhere, and the mercenary leader is completely stunned. Suddenly, the tables have turned. The tough-talking leader is screaming a warning to her own people. A sharp crack echoes through the ruins as the new arrival goes on the attack. She moves with impossible speed, disarming one of the mercs in single, brutal motion. And just like that, the entire squad is sent flying. They never stood a chance. The merc leader is furious, but the white-haired woman just smiles and playfully calls out to Lin Han for help. This is clearly some kind of test, or maybe just her idea of fun. Lin Han doesn't hesitate, joining the fray and landing a solid hit. But the fight seems to end as quickly as it began, with a sigh of frustration. The mysterious woman easily tosses another opponent aside. She's on a completely different level. The mercs are in a full-blown panic, realizing this woman is way out of their league. They know they have to take her down now, or they won't get another chance. So they do the only thing they can. They open fire, hoping bullets can do what their fists couldn't. The mercenary crew opens fire, thinking they have Lin Han cornered. But their bullets just ping harmlessly off some kind of energy shield. Right away you can tell this isn't going to be an easy fight for them. In a flash of impact, the crew's leader is sent flying. She hits the ground hard, completely stunned by the force of the blow. Her own team starts to panic, realizing they might have picked a fight with the wrong guy, and she is just completely floored. That little is the sound of someone realizing they are totally, utterly out of their league. And there's Lin Han, just reveling in the chaos with this terrifyingly confident smile. He's not even breaking a sweat, basically telling them there's nowhere to run. He closes the distance in an instant, not giving them a single moment to recover. And then, bam! A massive explosion of power echoes through the ruins. All we hear is a scream, as the light from the blast overtakes everything. Someone is definitely on the receiving end of that attack. When the dust settles, the entire mercenary squad is down for the count. They're terrified, calling the woman a monster, but they're even more confused about the kid who just keeps pulling out powerful magic scrolls. The two leaders are the only ones left standing, and they are not having a good time. They look completely cornered, angry, and desperate. The mercenary leader thinks he's found a weakness. He assumes Lin Han's power comes from one-use scrolls, and that he must be all out by now. He figures if he can just take down the kid, they still have a chance. So, with a classic case of overconfidence, he decides to go for it. He's convinced that without his toys, Lin Han is just a weakling. He lunges forward, ready to end the fight. But Lin Han is completely unfazed. He just casually asks if the guy really wants to keep this up. Suddenly, the power dynamic shifts completely. An unseen force slams them to the ground, and all you see is Lin Han standing over them, totally in control. He unleashes another wave of power from those mysterious items. It's an instant knockout. Turns out, it wasn't scrolls at all. He's got these strange glowing artifacts floating around him, and they seem to pack a serious punch. And then he says this, playing it off like he's just some weak guy with deep pockets. It's the ultimate flex. He's basically telling them his superpower is just being rich. With a single word, he commands them to kneel. The sheer pressure is enough to bring them to the ground, terrified. He's not just beating them, he's making a point. Now, he's laying out his terms for their survival, and he drops this absolute banger of a line, threatening to teach them a very painful lesson. He's about to show them what happens when you underestimate someone's firepower. And that smile, yeah, this isn't just about money or magic items. There's something genuinely dangerous about this guy. The woman, meanwhile, is having a complete meltdown. He's basically robbing them blind while lecturing them, and she is not handling it well. After that little business transaction, Lin Han heads off to his next objective. He arrives at the Job Change Temple, this massive, epic-looking cathedral. This is where you go to level up your life, apparently. Meanwhile, someone at the front desk is already talking about him. She realizes Lin Han is the same person who activated a legendary 5-star mission that very morning. She thinks he's cute, but figures he's got terrible luck and is in way over his head. She predicts it'll take him at least 10 days to finish a mission that difficult. And right on cue, a voice says, "Hello." She looks up, and her jaw just about hits the floor. The guy she thought would be gone for weeks is standing right in front of her, and he just casually announces he's back to turn in the completed mission. He finished a 5-star quest in a few hours, and she is just not prepared for this level of flex. So Lin Han strolls back into the mission hall like he just went for a quick coffee. The receptionist looks up, not quite processing what's happening yet. And then it hits her, he's not just back, he's Terra Dun stance. Her brain completely short circuits. A 5-star mission, finished in just a few hours? No way, she must have misheard him. These top-tier missions are the real deal, not some simple fetch quest. So how on earth did this guy just speedrun it? She tries to get back on script, asking if he's just here to check the mission's status. She's completely flustered, but trying to keep it professional. But Lin Han just calmly sets her straight. Nope, mission's done, and he's here to collect his reward. A job change. The confirmation just breaks her brain all over again. A job change means he really truly did it. She's still trying to wrap her head around it, while Lin Han is just like, yeah, it was pretty easy actually. The absolute confidence on this guy. Finally accepting reality, she scrambles to get him a room for the job change procedure. This guy is clearly not just some random rookie. With the instructions for room 996, Lin Han heads off to his upgrade. He's cool as a cucumber, leaving the poor receptionist to deal with her blown mind. Meanwhile, somewhere else, someone important is getting the report. And they seem very, very interested in the results. It's Isis, the one who gave Lin Han the money in the first place. Even she can't believe he pulled it off this fast. She's realizing that Lin Han wasn't just talking a big game. He's the real deal. And then, the official notification drops for everyone to see. The legendary 5-star mission is officially complete. The news sends shockwaves through the city. Everyone who wrote Lin Han off is suddenly eating their words. And back at the mission hall, our favorite receptionist is probably still rebooting. Poor girl. Lin Han leaves the chaos behind and enters the quiet of the job change room. It's time to level up. The whole process looks like something out of a sci-fi movie. Data streams and robotic arms get to work on his upgrade. Of course, not everyone is happy about this. Other teams who were after the same mission can't believe they got beaten by some no-name. For Lin Han, the system confirms what he already knows. He's cleared the first hurdle and unlocked his second job. He reaches out and begins the process. Time to see what this Beastmaster class is really about. The system reveals his new class, Beast Tamer. It's a direct evolution of his hidden profession, and you can tell he's feeling the power up immediately. This is what all that work was for. A new energy surges through him, visible and powerful. This is a whole new level of strength. And here's the proof. His stats have jumped, and he's got a whole new set of skills to play with. The system lays out his new toolkit. Temporary flight, the ability to copy his beast skills, and a passive danger sense. He's not just a tamer, he's becoming a one-man army. He's obviously hyped about all of them, especially the passive detection skill, no more getting ambushed. He takes a moment to really read the fine print on his new abilities. Knowledge is power after all. Lightning wings, skill copy. He's just letting the potential of these new powers sink in. And with a smirk that says he's about to cause some trouble, Lin Han decides it's time for a test drive. This is where the real fun begins. After Yi wiped the floor with those wolves, Lin Han's level shot up. And with that level up came a rush of new power. Turns out, leveling up unlocked something totally unexpected. By fusing with Yi, he gets these insane golden wings. Yeah, you heard that right, the kid can actually fly now, which is a pretty big deal. Flying is usually a super advanced skill you need special books for, but for a beast tamer, it's just a perk of the job. Not so trash class now, is it? Lin Han is absolutely living for this power-up. The fusion with Yi feels incredible, and he's just getting started. Okay, so the flight only lasts for 5 minutes, but in a clutch moment, that could be the difference between winning and losing. And just when he thought it couldn't get any better, the system drops another upgrade reward. Leveling up comes with some serious perks. The fusion is cool, but it also unlocked telepathy. Now he can communicate directly with his beasts, which is a huge advantage. He's got fusion for a power boost and telepathy to bond with his team. But the real game changer is malicious fluctuation. Basically a built-in danger sense that's always on. He immediately thinks back to that run-in with the mercenaries at the Broken Ruins. Things could have gone very differently. If he'd had this danger sense back then, those guys wouldn't have stood a chance. It's a little frustrating, but a powerful lesson for the future. Speaking of danger, his new skill is about to get its first real test. The system is lighting up. And there it is. The malicious fluctuation. Skill immediately pings, confirming someone nearby has some serious bad intentions. But before he can even think about his next move, the system alert goes off. Looks like his next mission just found him. The next morning, Lin Han is feeling refreshed and ready to go. A whole new set of skills means a whole new world of possibilities. After a night of processing all his new abilities, it's time to put a plan into action. And right on cue, the system chimes in with a new notification. No rest for the overpowered. Another mission already? For Lin Han, this is just business as usual now. His main goal is to find a second beast for his team. He needs to test out a new ability called Bloodline Return, and that requires another contract. And what do you know? The system is on the same page. It officially gives him a quest to capture a new beast with a nice point reward on the line. He starts planning his next move, realizing that while Yi is a beast in a one-on-one fight, his little ant buddy isn't great at handling big crowds. A lightning-type beast would be perfect for some area of effect damage. That would round out his team's weaknesses nicely. With a new plan solidifying in his mind, he knows exactly where he needs to go. Time to pay a visit to someone named Uncle Tien. He's the guy you go to when you need information on rare beasts. The hunt for his second beast is officially on. This is where things get really interesting. The plan is simple. Sell off the loot from his last mission and use the cash to buy some intel on where to find a powerful lightning beast. With his new powers and a clear goal, Lin Han is more confident than ever. He's not just some trash class orphan anymore. He's a player on the rise. After a very productive day of monster hunting, someone's finally asking the big question. What kind of treasure did Lin Han actually find out there? And Lin Han's answer is just perfect. Apparently, he ran into some very kind people who were just giving away treasure.
Right.
He wasn't kidding about the treasure part. Lin Han reveals a mountain of gold and loot, leaving the poor guy next to him absolutely speechless. Lin Han's not here to admire his collection. He wants to sell everything, and he needs his contact, Uncle Tian, to tally up the score. The guy is still frozen in shock, so Lin Han has to snap him out of it. Time is money, and he's got a lot of it to count. Uncle Tian finally gets with the program and calls in his team to handle the massive haul. This is the biggest sale he's seen in a while. As the counting gets underway, Lin Han's mind is already on his next move. He's thinking about a specific type of beast he wants to acquire. All this loot came from defeating monsters, which were technically beasts themselves. But for Lin Han, it's just a means to an end. He's not exactly sentimental about the kind people he met earlier. In his mind, they just rushed to their deaths and made him rich in the process. And the final tally is in. Lin Han's little adventure just netted him a cool 13 million Heaven Dragon coins. Uncle Tian is quick to finalize the deal. The money is getting transferred to Lin Han's card immediately. But Lin Han isn't just cashing out, he's reinvesting. He asks Uncle Tian for leads on a powerful Thunder attribute beast. With 13 million on his card, he can afford to be ambitious. The request gives Uncle Tian pause. A Thunder attribute beast isn't something you just find lying around. This is a serious inquiry, and it looks like a light bulb just went off in his head. He definitely knows something. Something big. He confirms his own sudden thought, a connection he just made. And just like that, Uncle Tian drops some prime intel. A rare, high-quality Thunderbird was recently spotted in the Thunder Forest. But there's more to the story. This isn't just any Thunderbird. Rumor has it, this one possesses an ancient bloodline, making it incredibly powerful and rare. Of course, a prize like that doesn't come easy. Many have tried to capture it, and every single one of them has failed. This is the target, a majestic and powerful creature that's out of everyone's league, a challenge that seems almost impossible. But for Lin Han, impossible is just another word for perfect. This is exactly the kind of challenge he was looking for. He immediately starts planning his hunt, asking Uncle Tian for any other intel he might have. They're out of direct intel, but they do have one very interesting item. A feather from the Thunderbird itself. An assistant brings out a small box, holding what could be the key to finding the legendary beast. The item is presented to him. And this isn't just any feather. It has a special property. It glows when the Thunderbird is nearby, making it a magical tracking device. With his new fortune and a magical compass in hand, Lin Han has everything he needs to hunt a legend. In what looks like a high-end shop, an owner enthusiastically presents Lin Han with a new prize. It's a single feather, but the energy coming off it is intense. This is clearly no ordinary item. The woman with him, possibly the mysterious Isis, seems to approve of the deal. The shopkeeper, a slick-looking older guy, lays on the sales pitch with a confident smile. He knows exactly what he's selling, and he's enjoying this. The interaction is casual, but there's a tension in the air. A big decision is being made. He offers a friendly price for the feather, a classic salesman move. And that friendly price? A cool 1 million. The guy's face says it all. He knows he's got him hooked. Lin Han is stunned. The price is astronomical. For that kind of money, he could buy more than 10 powerful scrolls. He feels like he's being robbed in broad daylight. But as crazy as the price is, he's stuck. This feather is his only lead to find something called a Thunderbird, and he knows he has to pay up. The deal is done. The shopkeeper is absolutely losing his mind with joy over the massive sale. The valuable feather is handed over. 1 million for one clue. Lin Han tries to convince himself it's a worthy investment. If this gets him to the Thunderbird, 1 million is a small price to pay, right? He puts on a brave face, but the sweat gives away just how much that transaction stung. With the precious item secured, it's time to start the hunt. His destination, the Thunder Forest. It's a high-level zone recommended for players up to level 20 and home to dangerous beasts. He remembers the salesman's parting words. The feather will glow when he's just 10 meters away. That sounds suspiciously close. And it finally clicks. 10 meters? He'd be able to see the Thunderbird with his own eyes at that point. He got totally scammed. He's furious, realizing he's been played for a fool. Okay, deep breaths. The million is gone, and he can't change that now. Time to focus on the mission and find this thing. Scam or not, he pushes forward, confident that even with a useless detector, crossing this forest won't be a problem. After all, he's not alone. Just with his companion Yi, he can already dominate the Silver Tier zones. If he could just get one more powerful beast, he'd be unstoppable. Turns out, Yi can hear those thoughts, and she is not happy about him wanting a new beast already. In her powerful humanoid form, she makes her displeasure known. She thinks he's a bad guy for already looking for more companions. She's more than enough, thank you very much. Lin Han immediately has to do some damage control, trying to calm down his powerful and very jealous partner. But their little spat is cut short by a sudden, desperate cry for help. They both snap to attention. Someone is in serious trouble nearby. The sound of a struggle echoes through the forest. A girl is running for her life from a massive thunder leopard. It's huge, fast, and it's catching up. She's out of options and screaming for anyone to save her. Out in the field, Lin Han's system locks onto a new target. It's a thunder leopard, and just from the name, you know this isn't your average monster. And it's not just for show. This thing is fast. Someone is running for their life, and the thunder leopard is closing in quick. Meet our damsel in distress. She's clearly having a very, very bad day, and it looks like her escape plan just hit a dead end. The system gives us a quick rundown. Su Nianwei, level 10. Her special skill? Apparently it's tracking. Suddenly, a splash. Is she trying to hide in the water, or did something else just join the party? And just when things couldn't get worse, she trips. A perfectly placed root sends her tumbling to the ground. That's definitely gonna leave a mark. A fall like that is never quiet. She hits the ground hard, completely at the mercy of whatever's been chasing her. This looks like the end of the line for Su Nianwei. The thunder leopard looms over her, ready to finish the job. It lets out a roar that could shake the entire mountain. She looks up, bracing for the final blow. But something's not right. The attack never comes. Overwhelmed with terror, she screams for it to stay away. She's completely helpless and expecting the worst. But the scream that echoes through the forest isn't hers. It's a howl of pure agony, and it's coming from the monster. Su Nianwei opens her eyes, confused. She's still alive, but then a system notification pops up. Skill copy. What does that even mean? And there's our hero, Lin Han, looking like he just finished a warm-up. He casually one-punched the beast, and his system confirms the skill copy was a success. Su Nianwei can only watch, completely stunned. Who is this guy that just appeared out of nowhere and saved her life so effortlessly? So this mysterious crew has been tailing Lin Han, probably to steal his loot, but their leader is just now realizing she might have seriously misjudged her target. Just as she's processing that, a new problem drops in, a thunder leopard. And from her reaction, this thing is definitely not a pushover. But while she's panicking, Lin Han is just chilling. He casually calls the terrifying beast a big cat, which is a major power move. The air gets heavy. You can just feel the calm before the storm. And there it is, the thunder leopard. It's huge, it's angry, and it looks ready to tear something apart. Lin Han tells the girl not to worry, because he's got this covered. And by he means his tiny ant companion is about to go to work. In a blur of blue, Yi strikes. She might look like just an ant, but she hits like a freight train. The leopard is a beast, all power and shadow. It's not going down without a serious fight. The fight is brutal and fast. Yi takes a hit, but she's giving as good as she gets. Every blow lands with bone-crushing force. You can practically feel the impacts. The thunder leopard unleashes a furious roar, refusing to be taken down by a bug. It's a full-on brawl between two absolute powerhouses. Yi, the unstoppable force, meets the immovable object. The battle is a whirlwind of claws and energy, a chaotic dance of destruction. And then, with one final decisive blow, it's over. The dust settles on a shocking victory. The stalkers can only watch, completely stunned. They came to rob a kid and got a front row seat to the impossible. She's so rattled she thinks another monster must have shown up. She just can't process that Lin Han's little pet was the one who did all that. Suddenly, her focus shifts from the beast to Lin Han himself. After seeing his power, her concern seems a little more genuine. Lin Han gets a little too close for comfort, and suddenly she's not thinking about beasts or loot anymore. He, on the other hand, is completely unfazed. He just asks if she can stand. Like his pet didn't just obliterate a legendary beast, he offers a hand to help her up. A simple gesture that feels way more complicated now. He grabs her wrist, reminding her that they're still in a very dangerous place. The fight might be over, but the threat isn't. She's still in escape mode, trying to pull him away from the danger. She clearly hasn't grasped that he can ties the danger. But as she tries to run, the Mamo, danger, takes care of itself. Ai swoops in to finish the job, revealing who was really in control the whole time. And IA is not happy about this girl trying to drag her master away. That protective instinct is kicking in, hard. With a final crushing blow, Ai pins the Thunder Leopard. There's no question who won this fight. The girl tries to explain herself, but what can you even say at this point? Sorry for trying to rob the guy with the pet kaiju? Lin Han just gives a casual, well done to his killer ant. Meanwhile, the girl is still trying to compute what she just witnessed. He praises Ai like she's a puppy who just did a trick, and the terrifying monster actually blushes. The girl's brain just might have short-circuited. Yeah, that's the million-dollar question. She came to rob a broke orphan and walked into a scene straight out of a monster movie. So Lin Han decides it's time for a proper introduction. Meet Ai, the sky-horned ant, and probably the last thing you ever want to mess with. All right, let's get one thing straight. My name is Lin Han, and I'm a beast tamer. And yeah, that giant glowing creature behind me, that's just my beast, so you can relax. Just as he's making his introduction, someone new walks into the picture. Turns out Lin Han's reputation is already making waves. This girl totally geeks out, realizing he's the legendary beast tamer everyone's been whispering about. But then she gets a little confused. The stories she heard don't quite line up with the guy standing in front of her. The legends say beast tamers are all about their pets, right? So why is this dude throwing hands like a pro fighter? She's clearly trying to wrap her head around it. Something about Lin Han just isn't adding up. Then she finally notices his beast, a tiny little ant. But one look at Ai tells you this is no ordinary bug. Ai does not appreciate being underestimated, and immediately launches a surprisingly powerful attack, catching the girl completely off guard. Yeah, that's not just any bug. That's a full-on energy blast from a creature the size of your thumb. Lin Han has to step in and tell his tiny, super-powered ant to chill out. He's got the situation under control, as usual. The girl is left a little dazed and definitely humbled. Guess she learned her lesson about judging a book or an ant by its cover. Now that the introductions are over, Lin Han gets down to business. He asks her what she's even doing out here in such a dangerous place. She introduces herself as Sun Yanwei, and she's here on a second-level mission, trying to prove herself. Except her luck is terrible. She was aiming for a simple quest and ended up with a 4-star mission she's definitely not ready for. After spilling her guts about her bad luck, she turns the tables. She wants to know what brings the legendary beast tamer to this part of the woods. Lin Han, cool as ever, lays it out plain and simple. He's here for a Thunderbird. Suddenly her eyes light up. Turns out her profession is tracking master, and she offers to help him find it as a thank you for, not letting his ant vaporize her. Lin Han's internal system gives him the quick rundown on her class. Tracking master, weak in a fight, but amazing at finding things. And a light bulb goes off. He realizes she might be exactly the partner he needs for this hunt. So the deal is struck. He needs a tracker, she needs a powerhouse, and just like that, they're a team. The partnership is sealed. It's a classic RPG party-up moment. But there's a catch. Sun Yanwei admits her tracking skills have their limits. To get a lock on the Thunderbird's exact location, she needs something that belonged to it. A feather, a scale, anything to get a scent. And wouldn't you know it, Lin Han just happens to have a perfectly preserved Thunderbird feather on him. He's always 2 steps ahead of the game. She completely loses it. That feather is basically a collector's item worth a fortune on the black market, and he just had it in his pocket. After calming down, she confirms the feather is perfect. With this, finding the Thunderbird is no problem at all. There's just one tiny issue. Using her skill to track the beast might damage the super valuable feather, tanking its resale value. But Lin Han just shrugs it off. He's not here for the money. He's here for the beast. And with that, she's all in. If he's not worried about the cash, then neither is she. Meanwhile, a new player enters the scene. She's using some kind of ability to track her target. The hunt is on. Her power is a tracking skill, and it looks like it's keyed to that glowing blue feather. She's locking onto her target with some serious focus. Whoa, okay. She just found what she was looking for, and from the look in her eyes, this is a big deal. So that's what she was tracking. Her skill shoots a beacon straight into the sky, pointing the way to a legendary Thunderbird. With their target locked, the crew is hyped and ready to move. They're not just tracking the Thunderbird, they're planning to take it. Deep in the Shadow Mountains, Lin Han isn't alone. He's teamed up with a new face, a girl whose every step seems to glow with some kind of power. Suddenly, she stops. Her senses are telling her they're walking right into a pack of ferocious beasts. Lin Han reacts instantly, but the girl is already lit up like an alarm system. Looks like her power is more for detection than for a fight. Yeah, she's definitely not built for combat. Her first instinct is to run, suggesting they find another way around, but the real problem isn't what's ahead. It's the tiny, uninvited guest currently crawling on her shoulder. And let's just say Yi is not a fan of being noticed. You can practically feel the irritation. But Lin Han, he's not worried at all. With a confident smirk, he tells her there's no need to run. He gives the command, and with a single point, sends his secret weapon into action. Go get him, Yi. And just like that, it's over. Lin Han racks up a huge chunk of XP without even breaking a sweat. His new companion is totally baffled. Who gets this excited about fighting monsters? But Lin Han knows the truth. This little ant is a world-class wrecking ball, and they're just getting started. Because Yi isn't just an ant. She's a powerhouse in her true form, capable of wiping out anything in her path. Lin Han can tell she's more fired up than usual. Seems like being called a bug really set her off. With the threat neutralized, Yi is practically glowing with pride. She just wants to make her master happy, and it looks like she's found her next chance to impress him. A massive beast, just waiting to be taken down. Meanwhile, the new girl is still trying to process what just happened. There's no way that tiny ant did all this, right? As they take a moment to rest, she can't stop staring at Lin Han. Suddenly, the quiet guy from her class seems a lot more complicated. But Lin Han is just enjoying the ride. Another fight, another level up, it's all going according to plan. He hits level 11, getting a huge boost to his stats. The gap between him and everyone else is getting wider by the minute. He quickly allocates his new attribute points, optimizing his build for the challenges ahead. But the team dynamic is a little rocky. It seems Yi's enthusiasm might be a bit much for their new tag-along. Lin Han isn't mad though. He just finds Yi's over-the-top personality endearing. And Yi is ready for more. She's eager to keep clearing the path for her master. Their companion, however, is still on high alert. Every little noise sounds like another vicious beast attack. She is, to put it lightly, completely freaking out. But the source of the commotion is just Lin Han having a tender moment with his little ant. The girl watches from her hiding spot, completely bewildered. Realizing she panicked over nothing, she's beyond embarrassed. Lin Han can't help but find it a little funny. Still, she can't shake the feeling that this ant has it out for her. And honestly, she might not be wrong, because Yi is fiercely protective of her master. She sees the new girl not as a teammate, but as a rival for his attention. That tiny ant form contains some serious jealousy, and it's all directed at the poor girl who just happened to be standing next to her master. So this legendary Storm Mage, Leng Lingxue, sees Lin Han's world-ending super ant and thinks it's adorable. She's completely convinced it's just a cute little pet with no bad intentions. Oh, if only she knew. She starts playfully poking at Yi, totally oblivious to its real power. Lin Han just watches, looking pretty amused by the whole situation. He knows his little pet could level the entire forest. The vibe gets a little weird as she gets closer. It's all fun and games until someone pokes one of the ancient 10 evils. Turns out, Yi is not having a good time. The little ant is internally screaming about how annoying this woman is, holding back because it's afraid it'll accidentally turn her into a fine paste. And just to be clear, this is the cute little ant we're talking about. It doesn't exactly look like the cuddly type. Lin Han finally steps in, telling her to back off. But he's got this huge grin on his face, clearly enjoying her complete misread of the situation. With the introductions out of the way, it's back to business. Lin Han basically tells Yi to go on ahead and clear out all the monsters in their path. Just another Tuesday for the world's most OP pest control. And just like that, Yi gets to work. The forest ahead starts to light up with an eerie blue glow as it begins its rampage. The entire area transforms into a chaotic light show. You can practically feel the power radiating from whatever Yi is doing. And for Lin Han, it's just a stream of notifications. Experience points are rolling in like crazy as Yi tears through everything in its path. He's not just getting express, he's power leveling at an insane speed. Level 12, 13, 14. The system can barely keep up, and each level comes with a huge dump of attribute points. Lin Han is feeling it. Nothing beats that sweet, sweet feeling of a massive upgrade. In what feels like minutes, he's already hit level 15. His stats are skyrocketing, and his hidden job has progressed to its second change. He's not just strong, he's breaking the game. He takes a second to look over his new stats and skills, and the progress is wild, but then he notices a problem. His superpowered beast is getting hungry, and regular food isn't gonna cut it. He's already thinking about the next big challenge. At this rate, he'll be ready for a high-level mission way sooner than anyone would expect. A quick check on his companion reveals just how insane this all is. Yi isn't just some strong ant. It's a sky-horned ant, one of the legendary ancient 10 evils that explains a lot. After all that carnage, the little guy is just passed out on his shoulder. Lin Han gives his apocalyptic-level partner a quiet thank you for all the hard work. But Leng Lingxue, watching all this, knows something is off. She mutters that what they just witnessed was way more than just hard work. She's clearly impressed, maybe even a little charmed. The guy who everyone called trash is turning out to be the most interesting person she's ever met. Looking back at the path of destruction, she's not wrong. The two of them basically wrecked the entire Thunder Forest, leaving a trail of defeated beasts in their wake. And these weren't just some low-level mobs. They took down some seriously nasty-looking creatures along the way. But Lin Han isn't here to clear the whole map. He has a specific target in mind, the Thunderbird. Time to skip the side quests and go straight for the boss. Luckily, his new companion seems to know exactly where to go. She points ahead, totally confident she's found their target. But just as they get close, Yi starts acting weird. The fearless ancient evil is suddenly nervous, and Lin Han immediately picks up on it. He quietly asks his partner what's going on. Something up ahead has put his unstoppable beast on high alert, and then it clicks. If Yi, an asterisk ancient evil, is actually scared, what in the world are they about to walk into? And there it is, a massive, majestic Thunderbird, crackling with raw power. This is definitely not your average monster. This system confirms it, a level 13 Thunderbird. It's strong, but maybe not. Scare an ancient evil. Strong. Something still feels off. Lin Han processes the information, the gears turning in his head. The level seems low, but the danger feels real. But fear isn't in his vocabulary right now. All Lin Han sees is a massive opportunity. If he can tame this thing, he's gonna be rich. In the middle of the trial, a powerful presence makes itself known. A legendary Stormrock appears, and riding on its back are Lin Han and the famous mage, Leng Lingxue. But even a legendary beast can be caught off guard. The Stormrock is a thing of beauty and power, crackling with untamed energy. It's one of the most sought-after beasts in the world for a reason. Leng Lingxue seems to think it's impossible to catch since, they can't fly. But Lin Han looks like he knows something she doesn't. Just as she writes him off, a strange energy starts to gather around him. A flash of golden light erupts from his back, catching Leng Lingxue completely by surprise. And then comes the line that changes everything. Who said I can't fly? Our boy is just full of surprises. In a burst of pure energy, Lin Han summons a pair of insane-looking lightning wings. This is definitely not a standard Beastmaster skill. Yeah, that's the reaction we were all expecting. The legendary Star Mage is officially shook. With a thunderous roar, Lin Han takes to the skies, ready to prove everyone wrong, yet again. He closes the distance in an instant, a bolt of lightning chasing down a storm. Even the massive rock can't believe what it's seeing. But the Stormrock isn't just going to give up. It unleashes its own power, preparing for a battle in the clouds. So Lin Han finds himself face to face with a legendary Thunderbird, a creature literally crackling with power. But instead of being intimidated, he seems to have a business proposal in mind. And his pitch is a job offer. He casually asks the mythical beast if it wants to join his team, complete with food and lodging. You really have to admire the confidence. The Thunderbird is, understandably, pretty confused. An ancient, powerful creature has probably never been offered room and board before. Not interested in the offer, the beast makes a break for it, streaking across the sky in a flash. But Lin Han isn't just some smooth talker. He sprouts a pair of golden wings and gives chase, easily keeping pace. He seems genuinely surprised that the bird is trying so hard to get away. Apparently, his offer wasn't as tempting as he thought. He decides this whole thing is actually pretty fun. This beast has some real personality, and Lin Han is ready to play. He quickly tells his companion, Nianwei, to stay put. This next part is something he needs to handle alone. Nianwei agrees to wait, though she doesn't seem too happy about being left out of the action. The game of cat and mouse continues, and Lin Han's tone gets a little more serious. He gives the Thunderbird one last chance to reconsider his offer. He even sweetens the deal with a bold promise. Follow him, and it'll never have to worry about anything ever again. He goes for the grab, but the Thunderbird is just too quick, dodging his attempt with ease. Okay, now he's getting a little frustrated. This legendary creature is proving to be a very slippery target. Done with running, the Thunderbird decides to fight back, unleashing a massive blast of lightning. Lin Han looks up, realizing this fun little chase just got a whole lot more dangerous. He responds with his own explosion of golden light, meeting the powerful attack head-on. The Thunderbird takes on a human form, and he looks ready for a real fight. He taunts Lin Han, ready to go all out. Lin Han powers up, acknowledging the beast's courage. It's a sign of respect before the real battle begins. The two powers collide in a massive, deafening explosion. It's a spectacular battle of blue lightning versus golden light as the two clash in midair. The Thunderbird roars its defiance, promising to defeat this persistent human once and for all. But Lin Han has a trump card he hasn't shown yet. He activates a shocking skill, Copy. He perfectly duplicates the Thunderbird's own signature attack, and he sends it right back, landing a direct hit on the stunned creature. The battlefield falls silent after the decisive blow. Defeated, the mighty Thunderbird reverts to a tiny, helpless form. Lin Han holds the creature as a magical contract seal forms between them. The chase is finally over. The contract is signed, and the legendary beast is now his. He checks his new companion's stats and is a little underwhelmed. For a legendary creature, its power level isn't even close to his first beast. But Lin Han isn't worried in the slightest. He knows something we don't. His system offers a special upgrade, the power to revert the Thunderbird to its ancient, far more powerful ancestral form. With a system like this, becoming overpowered is just a matter of choice. Just as Lin Han's new companion levels up, the system announces another massive change. The Thunderbird is reverting to its ancestral form, about to become a Thunder Emperor, and here she is. The second form is less, bird, and more, ethereal warrior queen. Definitely not the kind of beast you'd expect from a so-called trash class. Let's check the stats. She's already level 18 with insane agility, and her thunderstorm skill can call down lightning across an entire kilometer. This is a total game changer. Lin Han is, understandably, pretty happy with how things are turning out. He knew his Beastmaster class had more to it than anyone gave it credit for. That new skill isn't just for show either. It's basically a weapon of mass destruction, giving him a massive strategic advantage. The newly evolved Thunder Emperor makes her grand entrance, landing gracefully before her new master. She formally introduces herself to Lin Han. She carries herself with a regal confidence, but there's more going on beneath the surface. Even with all that power, she seems a little nervous. It's actually kind of sweet meeting her master for the very first time. But not everyone is focused on the heartfelt introduction. Someone off screen is clearly shocked by her sheer presence, and big feels like a serious understatement. Hold on, someone isn't happy about the new arrival, i.e., Lin Han's first beast is getting super jealous on his shoulder. And in a flash, she makes her move. Turns out, IE has a humanoid form too, and she gets right in the new girl's face. Lin Han is caught completely off guard by this sudden drama. The tension between his two companions is electric, almost literally. Things are escalating, and fast. This could get ugly. The claws come out. IE calls the newcomer a stinky bird, while the Thunder Emperor just scoffs at the little ant. This is classic sibling rivalry, beast style. They're squaring up, ready to throw down over who gets to be the favorite. Lin Han quickly steps in to play peacemaker. He declares them a family and cleverly appoints IE as the big sister since she was here first. His strategy works mostly. IE is still salty about it, but she accepts her new role with a huff. With the drama settled for now, the Thunder Emperor has a request. She wants a name from her master. Lin Han thinks it over, breaking down her attributes. He's not just picking a name at random, he's defining her identity. He gets a little poetic, recalling an ancient legend about thunder being the drum of heaven and earth. And with that, he lands on the perfect name, Tianggu, or heavenly drum. She loves it. It's a powerful name, and more importantly, it came from her master. Lin Han is already thinking about synergy. He's impressed by how this gentle girl wields such wild power, and he's eager to see what they can do together. With his team assembled and the introductions made, he's back to business. It's time to put these new powers to the test, and it looks like an opportunity is presenting itself right on cue. It's time for Tianggu to show everyone what she's made of. They've found their first target. They move deeper into the dark woods, on the hunt for their next challenge. Meanwhile, someone else is waiting for Lin Han. This girl seems worried, wondering where he's gone and when he'll be back. The scene shifts, revealing their destination, a barbarian camp. This is about to get interesting. So this is the place, a barbarian camp tucked away in the mountains. And from the looks of it, they're not exactly expecting visitors. But his new companion is starting to have second thoughts. She asks Lin Han if he's really sure he wants to help with what sounds like a seriously difficult mission. Yeah, she's decided it's just too much. She tells him to forget it, that the mission is impossible, but Lin Han's not fazed at all. He says it's only fair, since she helped him find his new Thunderbird. Besides, this is the perfect chance to test out his new companion's power. And with that, he decides to show her what he's talking about. A powerful presence begins to manifest right behind her. The Thunderbird materializes in a storm of crackling energy. His companion can only stare in total shock. Lin Han gives the command, challenging his new beast to show him what it's got. It's time for the real test to begin. And the Thunderbird does not disappoint. It takes to the sky, unleashing a storm of pure electric power. But this is more than just a simple beast. The Thunderbird manifests a powerful humanoid spirit form, crackling with untamed energy. Its power is on a whole other level, phasing through the very landscape like a ghost. And then she unleashes her ultimate attack. A devastating thunderstorm is about to be brought down on the camp. An incredible amount of power gathers around her, the ground itself starting to shake from the sheer force. And then, impact. A massive vortex of pure energy erupts, tearing everything apart. The entire area is plunged into a chaotic storm of lightning and rain. The sky itself seems to be coming apart. Down below, the barbarians are completely stunned. They have no idea what just hit them or where this apocalyptic storm came from. The sky itself seems to be tearing apart, with a massive, shadowy hand reaching up from below. A storm is brewing, both literally and figuratively. Something big is about to go down. Down in the dirt, we run into some new faces, a crew of barbarians. They look tough, and those level markers mean they're not here to play nice. One of them already seems to be having a bad day, and where there are grunts, there's always a leader. This level 9 barbarian seems to be in charge, but something has clearly caught him completely off guard. Back with our crew, Lin Han is totally unfazed by the barbarian threat, but his new companion, Nianwei, is clearly freaking out. He seems more concerned that his powerhouse friend, Tianjie, might get bored. Lin Han gives a simple order: take them down but leave the leader alive. Nianwei is just confused by the sudden thunder, completely unaware of what's about to be unleashed. And there she is. Tianjie descends from the sky like a bolt of lightning, all power and smiles, and she seems more than happy to follow Lin Han's command. With a single, elegant move, she unleashes a storm of pure energy. A vortex of power swirls into existence, focusing into a devastating blast. This is way beyond what anyone was expecting. The impact is deafening, a massive explosion of purple light that shakes the entire area. The barbarians are completely overwhelmed, thrown around like ragdolls by the sheer force of the attack. Tianjie lands with enough force to shatter the ground beneath her. She's in total control, an absolute force of nature. The remaining barbarians scramble, desperately trying to protect their leader. But they're just no match for this level of power. The barbarian leader is caught directly in the blast, completely helpless against the onslaught. She lets out a little HMPH, as if this is all just child's play. That confident smirk says it all. This was barely a warm-up for her. She follows up with a direct hit, sending the leader reeling. It's a completely one-sided fight. The leader musters a final, desperate attack, but it's useless. The air crackles with raw power as the two forces collide. The barbarian leader is completely enveloped in her energy, screaming as his power is overwhelmed. And through it all, Tianjie just smiles, perfectly composed. The aftermath of the battle leaves a strange, magical energy hanging in the air. Something has definitely changed. Lin Han, cool as ever, puts the pieces together. He refers to this incredible display of power as the work of Thunderbird. Meanwhile, Nianwei is still in a panic, lost in the chaos of the fight. She has no idea that the main event is already over. Suddenly, a scream cuts through the air. Something just went very, very wrong. Nianwei is absolutely horrified by what she's seeing. Even Lin Han seems a little surprised by this new development. And there's the barbarian leader, defeated and captured in record time. Observers are stunned. The Thunderbird took him down so fast. The leader lies on the ground, completely stunned and defeated. He clearly never stood a chance, but just capturing him wasn't the full plan. A new order comes through, cold and clear. The mission isn't over until he's dead. Lin Han calmly offers a knife to a stunned Nianwei. He's telling her to finish the job. Nianwei hesitates, her hand trembling. This is a huge moment for her, a real test of what she's willing to do. But then, a decision is made. The knife strikes home, and just like that, the mission is complete. Sun Yanwei has passed her brutal test. After the trial, a new face shows up to thank Lin Han. Turns out, his little ant companion helped her complete her mission, and it seems she's not just grateful. Her name is Nianwei, and she's clearly a little flustered around him. She's already finished her work for the day since she lives locally, so she shoots her shot, asking if he wants her to show him around the city. You have to respect the confidence. Lin Han plays it cool though. He says she helped him out too, by leading him right to his next target, a Thunderbird. He politely turns down her offer for now, but leaves things open-ended. They part ways, but the door's definitely not closed on seeing each other again. As he walks away, Nianwei seems a little disappointed, but hopeful. She's definitely hoping their paths cross again soon. Seems like Lin Han's already making an impression. Meanwhile, some very powerful people are watching from the shadows. They're impressed with Lin Han's performance, but it's clear they have their own agenda. Lin Han's feeling pretty good about himself, having snagged a second beast in just half a day. Now it's time to plan his leveling route. But just as he's getting into his strategy, a sound from the woods catches his attention. It's just his phone. He gets a call from his sworn brother, Long Tianjiao, and wonders what could be so important. Lin Han, ever the opportunist, immediately asks if he's being treated to a meal. Friendship goals, right there. Turns out, Long Tianjiao has some big news to share over food. He asks Lin Han about a place called the Fantasy Realm, which looks like some kind of digital world. The Fantasy Realm is a high-tech virtual training ground set up by the military. It can simulate any battle scenario you can imagine. It's the perfect place for the awakened to practice fighting all kinds of powerful monsters. The simulation can generate an endless variety of ferocious beasts for users to fight. It's basically a combat sandbox for superpowered individuals. The system is designed to simulate various battle scenes to push fighters to their limits, and it can generate different types of beasts specifically to challenge the awakened. You can go all out, testing your moves and skills against powerful opponents without any real-world risk. The best part? It's all just data. A perfect environment for some high-stakes practice. You don't gain any experience points, but it's the ultimate training ground for mastering your skills and special moves. Lin Han's beasts, Ai and the new Thunderbird, are already inside the simulation, ready to get to work. Later, in a private room, the two friends finally meet up. Long Tianjiao reveals his big surprise. He pulled some strings with his dad to get Lin Han a spot in the fantasy realm, something people are fighting over. Lin Han takes a moment to process this incredible gift from his friend. He realizes this is the perfect opportunity. His beasts are strong individually, but their teamwork needs serious work, and this virtual world is the ideal place to fix that. So, this is what our boy's been dreaming about? Two mysterious women, one in armor and one in a crown, and they're both completely devoted to their master. Yep. Definitely his dream. And he's already got some big ideas for how they can all cooperate. Back in the real world, Lin Han gets a text. Someone's hooking him up with a place to train. And it sounds pretty exclusive. He's clearly thankful for all the support he's gotten over the years. This mysterious uncle has been a real lifesaver. Of course, he can't forget his sworn brother, Long Tianjiao. They make a quick promise to stay real no matter how rich or famous he gets. But the day is just getting started. Or maybe not. Turns out, that was all just a dream. And he's about to wake up to something completely unexpected. Good morning, Master. The woman from his dream is right there in his bed. Wait, what? His reaction is pretty much what you'd expect. A little too much excitement for first thing in the morning. His world is officially turned upside down. And she's not alone. The other woman from his dream is here too. Things get a little hands-on. He's literally being smothered with affection, and he is not handling it well. And just like that, the dream morning turns into a catfight. They're both vying for the title of Best Girl, and Lin Han is caught in the middle. The blue-haired one throws some serious shade, calling her rival small and claiming it's her turn with the Master. The comeback? Master said, "I'm the elder sister?" Yeah, this is getting real mature, real fast, and now they're actually throwing hands. Meanwhile, Lin Han can only watch his weirdest fantasy come to life. It's a full-on brawl in his bedroom, complete with fists, feet, and a whole lot of chaos. He realizes these powerful new companions, who look like mature women, are acting like total children. Getting them to cooperate just shot to the top of his to-do list. Anyway, about that text, Lin Han arrives at a high-tech facility and gets cleared to enter a virtual reality world for training. But he's not going in with his two new roommates. He's got his real team with him, his powerful aunt, Ai, and a new bird companion. The system lets you pick your poison. You can choose different difficulty levels based on your own power. The attendant is all smiles, but Lin Han is already thinking 5 steps ahead. He's not here to play on easy mode. He gets into the pod, ready to log in. With his companions by his side, he looks more confident than ever. Time to show this virtual world what a real Beastmaster can do. The system scans him, level 15 Beast Tamer. It recommends a silver tier challenge for him. Recommended? Nah. Lin Han goes right for it. Silver tier it is. He gives the command to his crew. Ai the ant and Tiange the bird are ready to roll. Ai responds instantly, eager for a fight. Looks like Ai's a little too eager, even startling its own teammate. These two might need some practice working together too. Alright, so Lin Han isn't messing around. He decides to skip the easy stuff and jump straight into a silver level dungeon. The system fires up, and it's time to see what this thing's got. The world around him digitizes into a classic loading sequence. You know the drill. Progress bars ticking up, building the hype for whatever's waiting on the other side. The progress bar hits 100%, and the digital world finishes rendering. And there he is, standing ready with his companions perched on his shoulders, looking like he owns the place already. The final sequence completes, and Lin Han fully materializes inside the dungeon. The digital artifacts fade, leaving him standing in this brand new and probably very dangerous world.